No.
Okay.
My dad was actually a bus driver.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I've ridden on buses, and I like it.
I mean, the uniform, the fact of us wearing uniforms in the family, that's a thing.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's not military. Bus drivers, security guards.
Yeah.
Like
So you get a job at the mall, right? So where's the first mall you clock in at?
The first one I ever did?
Yeah.
It was called Horton Plaza. It was downtown San Diego. No longer there, rest in peace. But it was a 3-story mall, had the theater down there, had all the kids hung out there at the time because the buses went and connected all through there.
Who told you to get a job as a mall cop? Did you just...
Myself, honestly.
You did?
Yeah. I wasn't into the whole labor thing. I did the little side jobs, building swimming pools, just being out in the sun, stuff I didn't want.
What do you mean being out in the sun? Like what, hitchhiking or whatever?
Yeah, it was a hard job. No, just like labor, like hard labor,
yeah.
like digging and trenches and, like I said, digging swimming pools and stuff. It just, I'm too fat for stuff like that. So when I got into like the mall cop thing, it was kind of supposed to be a lazy job for me, and it definitely wasn't a lazy job for me because I still come from the era of chasing people down. You know? And that used to be fun.
What, as a mall cop, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, what is the training like?
Oh, here's the mall. Here's the clock in. Like I said, you can still breathe, right? I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, you're fully functional, Training with that, it's just more like.
But there's no like, you don't have to have a 40 time. You don't have to have like a, there's not like a physical requirements to be a mall cop.
No, they actually will give you a segue if you can't meet the physical requirements.
No way, really?
Yeah, like, oh, you can't walk that fast? Well, here's some mobile wheels, like, here you go. That Paul Blart shit's real. It's very much real. Like, a lot of people make fun of it and stuff. I'm like, actually, those are for the mall cops who can't get physical.
Wow.
And that's embarrassing. I've gotten on those things and actually chased people as a joke. Like, oh, they're stealing. I'm like, oh, watch this. And it's embarrassing for them. They're running through the mall and you're just like, coastal. Oh, yeah, exactly. That look right there.
Well, Segways are so ridiculous because every time you're talking to a guy on a Segway, he's like, all right, man, I'll see you guys later. And then he's just like fucking.
Or you get those real professional ones and do the full spin on you, and they're just like,
yeah, that's just, yeah, all that like.
But the training wise, man, it's not much.
So there's no training. So there's no like, but there's not like where there's boot camp or anything like that.
Oh, not no more. No. Okay, I think that was the 70s security guards. I used to learn from those tough guys.
Did you?
Oh yeah, punch them in the face. I'm like, well, we can do that. Like, we're not cops. I'm like, when you find out as a security guard that you're not a cop. And things change, you're like, oh, I can do some shit now. But that was back in the day. Now you just have to kind of watch them steal and run off out the mall, and you're like, hey.
Well, what do you mean when you watch them, when you see them?
Like, okay, so as of like the past 10 years now, everyone's got cell phones and a stick up their ass. So it's like, hey, I'm trying to steal from your store. Don't touch me. So now some guy won a case, I don't know, however many years ago. Now it's like, you can't chase them. You can't touch them. You just have to kind of monitor their stealing. Like, hey, man, put that Gucci belt in that pocket. It's showing, like you got to kind of escort them out the mall. So
what do you can you even, what do you used to be like, stop, fucker?
Yeah.
Like, can you even do that?
No, you can't even say that. You can just say fucker. You just say fucker, like you say stop. They're like, hey, you can't tell me what to do. I identify as go, You're like, oh, shit,
So there's no training.
No.
Okay. So there's no training. Do you shadow anybody when you first start? Like,
you'll go in, you'll shadow a couple of the guys that've been there a while. They'll show you what stores to stay away from, what stores are cool. More or less just doing the whole rounds. A lot of time you would have, some malls would make you like scan in every 10 minutes through the place. But then we just kind of figured out if you just took a picture and then went to the copy place and made copies of those and had a sheet, you can just sit in the office and scan those things if nobody's watching. So as soon as your shadow leaves, that was pretty much it.
Oh, so you're saying like a QR code?
Yeah.
Like at each place you'd have to scan as you're moving around the mall?
Yeah, so every day you'd have to go and check in like, oh, I'm at the Baby Gap, here, and then you just have to keep checking in as you go through the mall to make sure that you've secured the whole place, stuff like that.
Like I'm at Baby Gap, I'm at Bed Bath & Beyond, I'm at Rocco's Tacos or whatever, and just around the bend.
Yeah. So we just take a picture of the barcode, send it to our email, put all the barcodes on a sheet, printed it, and then we had it in the office.
So you could just sit there and just scan them every few minutes?
Yeah, we put timers on our cell phones and stuff like, hey, how long do you think it would take us to get from here to here? One guy was an idiot. He would scan them all in a row. And one time our supervisor came in and was like, hey, Speedy, how are you doing this? And he's like, and we got caught a little bit, but yeah.
Wow, that's a good hack, bro.
Yeah, we had a lot of hacks at the mall. Actually.
Did y'all?
Oh yeah.
When you pull up, so when you first start there, were there like old heads working there? Like, what are the different types of mall cops?
Oh man. Okay, so you got your pant booters. We call them pant booters. Those are the security guards who did not make it as a cop. Their uncle or their step uncle was a cop, so they wanted to be a cop. So they come in, they got the whole vest on, everything's tucked in nice. They got their pants tucked into their boots, they're ready for combat. And it's like, bro, it's a mall job, So you got that guy. And I will tell everyone that that guy. We all work with that guy.
Yeah.
Then sometimes you get the little thug dudes that are just like hanging around just because they need a job, and that's not, I'm not being discriminative, but it's very true. We get a lot of little thug guys that do security. It's great because they're the ones that usually bring the weed for us, so it's always like, fuck yeah, love you guys. So those guys are usually ones like, and that's not a race. That's just the little ghetto guys that always come. They don't do their job. Shirts untucked. They're like, we just do the bare minimum. If there's someone stealing, let us know.
Yeah, those guys always look like they're going to get some girl pregnant.
Mm-hmm. Or they already have.
Yeah.
Like the girl from Cinnabon's usually pregnant.
Is she?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's in the oven, baby.
Hell yeah. Both the bun and that. Two buns going at once.
Drizzle it.
Yep.
Okay, so those are the main two types of cops, you feel like, the mall cops?
And then there's just the average Joe. Like I would have put myself in the average Joe category, like, just the dad who just needs a job. But there's that guy.
Okay.
There's the real Paul Blart kind of type, like no girlfriend, no wife, lives at home with mom, can't wait to go play video games type guy,
Like almost like the guy that never left the mall in a way.
He grew up in the mall and was like, I'm going to get a job here, like
I'm
never
stay
left.
here. Yeah, malls are awesome.
Yeah, I'm getting that 10% discount.
Malls are awesome, dude. I remember in we used to go to Slidell, Louisiana. They had a mall there. Bring it up, see if it's there. Just see some images of it. And they
So this is a North Shore Square Mall.
Yeah, those are
Really
the doors we go in, dude.
fun.
And we camp. They let you camp right outside by the parking lot, like in the medians. So we get dropped over there on Saturday. We'd hang out at the mall, and then we'd sleep in our tents. And then Sunday we'd go back into the mall, dude. And they had a church service in there too, and we could just go do it all right there.
Nice.
Get you some lunch. Get you on some of those little shaker chairs that.
I loved when those first came out. Oh. I was there for that. Like, I was there for that evolution of the mall chair.
Were you?
Yeah, they just popped up one day and we're like, what in the lazy is this? Like, it was great.
Yeah.
So all of us would be on our break just fucking vibrating out. And they're like, you can't do that. I'm like, shit, if I can. It only costs $1,
Yeah.
It's
hey,
great.
whisper something nasty to
Right?
me,
Oh, it's great. Segue. You're like, oh, yeah.
What was the uniform like that you guys had?
It's just a basic cop knockoff. I refuse to wear the Mount Me hats. Because
What is it?
The Mountie hats.
Oh, Mountie hats.
Yeah, we call them Mount Me hats, from.
Oh, yeah.
But no, some malls will literally make you wear a Mountie hat. And it's like, why? We're in the fucking mall. We're not like
Who are y'all?
Yeah, like I don't know if you could. Yeah, see, like that's literally how a lot of mall
What?
cops will. Yeah,
Why do they even make y'all look like that?
I have no idea. That's one of the most ridiculous things. Whoever did that, you really hate all of us.
Yeah.
Whoever, because there's an ultimate mall cop out there who's just like, I'm gonna make this the worst uniform ever. And it's funny because you get those little ghetto dudes are like, they come in and like, look, yeah, I'm here to work. And you're like, okay, well, put on your little Mountie hat, and you're like, oh shit,
Why is the hat? Do you think it's just so people know immediately who is there to help them if they need it?
I suppose, but it's just more of like a target.
Oh yeah.
It's like we're already getting called rent-a-cops and everything else in
Yeah,
the book.
Or whatever.
Yeah, it's like,
Sorry.
Shit, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't care.
Me neither. But I've been called fags all the like.
Oh yeah, but
all
now
that
they're like,
and-
oh look at this in that hat.
Yeah,
You're
it's
oh.
like you're like, fuck, man. I could have
You're
just
like, you got me there.
yeah. You're like, we were good.
Yeah.
Now the hat, fuck me. And it's like you can't even deny that. You could argue back with like, oh, you're a well, look at your shoes, and then all he has to do is go. You have a Mount Me hat on.
Yeah, you're a Canadian.
Yeah, and then on top of it, here's the worst part. Some malls will do the stripes, and like, oh, I've been here for 2 years. I got a stripe. I got me a little lieutenant stripe. It's like, lieutenant of what? the fucking food court, like who cares? But those are some of the mall. I've dealt with a few malls, and one of the malls I had to deal with the Mount Me hats and the stripes. And
They give you stripes for how many years you've been there? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, and one guy had like 6. I was like, you need a fucking life, bro. Like all decorated, look like a general and shit.
He's
5
serious,
stars.
huh?
Yeah. And then he was the one on the Mountie hat who had, like, if you look at them, they have like these little like ropes or something that's on. I don't know what they're actually called. His was gold. Out of everyone had black ones. They were gray hats with black. He had to have a gold robe.
Because he was the leader or something?
He was just there. He wasn't even the supervisor. He was just there the longest.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, like,
10-4, yeah. And what kind of tactical gear do you guys have?
It depends on the mall. It depends on how they want you dressed. Mm-hmm. I've had to do the whole get up to where I've been an armed security guard. So I've had to wear guns and stuff and the holsters and bulletproof vests and all that just because of what was going on in the situation. And those are fun. It's fun to dress up like G.I. Joe because, I'm 45. So it's like I get to play out little kid fantasies. Sometimes I'm like, man, I kind of wanted to do this when I was a kid. Now I'm just like, yeah, fuck yeah,
Yeah,
all teched up. When I worked dispensaries, I used to work a lot of dispensaries this past 10 years too. We were all teched up and tacked out and looking like SWAT and shit until the real cops came and they're like, what are you doing playing dress up? I'm like, selling weed.
But are mall cops allowed to carry weapons?
At one point we were, and then one point we were not. We were allowed to carry batons and
what, pre-rolls or whatever?
Yes, basically. It's like, it's either I'm going to beat you or here, smoke this, fuck. But
wait, you guys had a baton?
Mm-hmm. My era was like the last era of being able to carry a baton.
Yeah.
And what's funny in California, like say you fucking come running out and I have a gun and a baton. Mm-hmm. If I shoot you in the leg, I'm good. If I hit you with that baton, LA riots.
Yeah.
All over. It does. There, see?
Wow, the baton, was it heavy?
Oh yeah, it's about an 8-pound stick of just, and there were some guys that would actually teach you how to use the baton and stuff, and it's like they get you on this wrist thing and bend you all up, and you're like, oh shit, can I just hit him with it? Like nah, you have to use it tactically.
That's what they said. Did you ever get to hit somebody with it?
I threw one at somebody one time.
Yeah,
it was like right out of the fucking movies too.
You hit him
in the legs, and he tripped and he fell, and we beat the shit out of him.
It's okay.
It was it was a long time.
How long ago was it?
Oh shit, early 20s, so like 2020 or 2003, maybe something like that.
What's the statute of limitations on that, you think? Mall abuse or whatever. Non-sexual.
Oh, those are the best though.
10 years. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good, dude.
All right.
Yeah,
so I threw this baton at this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now he was running out the store. Somebody's like, hey, thief. And I was like, and I swear to you, I don't know what movie clicked in my head. I was like, grab your baton, throw it. I just threw it and I said, whoa. And it made the little noise and everything. Clipped him in the leg. He tripped. And I was like, like in my soul, I was like, I fucking did it. And by the time I realized that my guys were already on him, I'm like, yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, you do that now, you're going as a security guard, you might go to jail.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, now it's so crazy. Literally, a thief can be like, watch this asshole security guard try to stop me from getting what I need. And you're like, you just totally rephrase stealing.
Right.
Okay. And why are you fucking filming this? Yes, things have definitely gotten really ridiculous out there. That's for sure, man. So outside of the baton, was there taser ever? Was there any smoke screens or smoke bombs or flares or baby flares or anything like that?
Not smoke bombs. We used fart bombs.
Really?
Yeah. We the little fart ones. If the crowd was too much, it wasn't a legal tactical move, old school move, but instead of hey, everyone clear out, we wouldn't say shit.
Just throw one of those fart things on the ground or something?
And it was, the stink bombs. They were called stink bombs. We throw a stink bomb on the ground, cleared. Not a word, not a fucking word out of our mouth.
And were those government issued or whatever?
No, those were out of the ice cream truck on the way to work.
Oh, they sold them there?
Oh, yeah. The ice cream truck. Oh, yeah. You're like, let me get a bubblegum ice cream and some stink bombs. Those are the good ice cream trucks when they had the cap gun still,
Gang, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had all of that. Yeah, we just got the sweets or whatever. I don't think ours had kind of a violence section or whatever, semi-violence. This security guard filmed all his farts for 6 months. You ever meet him?
No, but damn, where's he at? That's a goal. I'm gonna go 7.
He got fired for it.
Paul Flart, he called himself.
Why would he get fired?
I don't know. You can't fart anymore. You
Can't
kidding?
do anything, man. He really did.
Oh yeah.
By the way, this is that dad I'm talking about that works.
I love this dude.
Hell
and he
yeah.
just
His hair and his mustache.
One cool thing about a mall is, though, honestly, it's got the perfect acoustics
It really does.
for a fart to just
really
rock the
does.
frickin' Casbah in there.
Especially if you have like that back alley of like behind the stores where you do all the deliveries, you can get some good echoes in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a real farter's paradise back in there. So take me on a typical mall shift, man. You get there,
Get there, clock in, usually take a shit or go smoke because we don't do that for free. You have to do that on the clock. You gotta get paid.
did you have a strategy meeting or anything like that?
Yeah, we use a little powwow. All right, guys, we're gonna have a good day today. Get out there and do your job. Our powwows for mall security wasn't that much.
Really?
Nah.
Is there ever any intel that comes in that's like, hey, we got this to worry about, or there's like a drug group passing through, anything
Yeah,
like that?
sometimes we would get like a stack of papers on our thing, and there'd be like pictures of like some random Asian dude stealing like cologne or some shit, and you're like, watch out for him, and they're like, oh, okay, and you never see him ever because he already done stole. So there are those moments though where you get like a paper and you're like, hey, mall's most wanted or something, and he walks by you, and you're just like, fuck yeah, this is my moment right here.
Really?
Yeah, and then
Like, take me on one of those kind of.
so you like, okay, so sometimes they'll make a big deal out of it, like, hey, there's this mall guy, he's going around, he's stealing a bunch of shit. Here's pictures of him, okay.
Like the wet bandits or whatever.
Hell yeah. Shout out Wet Bandits.
But something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like a guy that's made a name for himself.
Yep.
Stealing from malls.
We had one guy I bring up the cologne thing because he was actually a cologne thief. He would steal all the samples without the lids and shit. So he would get all these samples and just run off. But
Little sample, baby, huh? He was Asian?
yeah,
Oh, God.
he was, yeah. I actually bought some from him after the fact. Seen him on the,
Some stolen ones from him?
yeah. Yeah, they're only $15. I seen him on the trolley. I was like, hey, dude, were you the one stealing cologne? He's like, yeah, which one do you want? And I was like, fuck, man, let me get that CK1.
Oh, CK1 wasn't too bad, huh?
No, I wasn't. Not at all.
God, they had some good colognes back then. I remember they had Aqua
Aqua di Gio.
de Gio, dude.
I'm actually wearing the black Aqua di Gio right now.
Really?
Yes, sir.
They came out with black?
Yeah, it was a darker little bottle or something.
Yeah, dude.
Yes, sir. That one right there. That fourth one right there.
I just was always so ashamed of myself as a child. I never felt like I deserved to smell good.
No, you even wear Cool Water?
No, Cool Water was for brothers or kids that were fucking, I wasn't wearing that. What would I wear? I would sometimes get some Old Spice from my dad. And then I would also put like, what would I do? I would rub like, what was it that had deodorant. I would just put deodorant on the outside of my arms or like right here or whatever. Cause my mom taught us, we watched my mom do perfumes or whatever. Okay. So you're at work. You guys have had a strategy meeting,
Yeah,
right?
we got the paper. We see, we'll say Bobby Lee stole some fucking cologne. So we're like, all right, cool. Bobby Lee, he's the fucking guy. And
Perps. What do y'all call it? Is there a term y'all use?
this fucking guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
This fucking guy, man, we're gonna get him. No, we didn't. Like a lot of us didn't try to use the whole cop terms and stuff like that because then you kind of look like the douchebag,
Right.
So we just leave it to the guy who tucks his pants in his boots. Like the purpose here, it's like Bobby Lee is here, and that's all it is,
Yeah.
So literally the one day that the perp walked by, I kind of was like, holy shit, this is him,
That's him.
So I radioed it in, did my whole Gus to the headquarters, and they're like, what's up? I'm like, yo, Bobby Lee's here. And they're like, no shit. I'm like, yeah, watch, come here. So they started watching him on the camera. We started following him, and they're like, just let him steal first. And this was back in the day of like, we can touch you, grab you, throw you,
Yeah.
So we followed him into like, I think it was Macy's, and he walked right into Macy's. And he had no hesitation. He started grabbing cologne and just started putting it in his belt.
You're watching him.
Yeah.
From how far away? Like, where are you guys strategically located somewhere?
I actually had took my shirt off because I just wore Dickies. So I don't know if you guys know what Dickies are. There's black pants.
Totally, dude.
Yeah. So I just wore Dickies. I didn't
Mexican
wear the uniform.
freaking wedding wear.
Fuck yeah. So as soon as I took that off, just white shirt and Dickies, looked like I was from San Diego, you know? So I was walking by. And he's doing his thing, man. I was like,
So you were undercover pretty much.
yeah. I did a lot of undercover work at the mall. Take your shit off, you just look like an essay from MS, and he was like, good to go. And so I see him, he's stealing the shit, and I call back and I said, what are we doing? He goes, grab him. Fucking just grab him. We grab him.
Who grabs him? You? Somebody
grab
else?
him. No, I grab him.
Okay, well, take me in. You're making the move on him. Does he see you coming? Did he coming from the back?
He actually saw me walk by. He kind of gave me a nod, and I was like, because I gave him the look like, hey, man, steal that shit, bro. Right on, you know, like, keep going. I never was like, I would never give myself away. So I walked around, and as soon as they said grab him, I literally just walked up, grabbed him by the shoulder, and said, hey, man, you're coming with me. You know, I gave him the whole, like, you're coming with me, because it was my first time actually just, like, apprehending somebody in the act.
And how long have you been a mall cop at that point till you got to apprehend this guy?
Probably about 3 years, and wow. So I was just waiting. It was my moment.
Waiting to grab this fucking guy.
I snatched him up.
Hey, man, you're coming with me. That's what you said?
I was like, hey, man. Yeah, I was like, hey, man, you're coming with me. The whole just 9, you know? I was like, you're coming with me. Lifted up his shirt. I was like, what do you think you're doing? And he's like, he just looked up and goes, oh, I'm sorry, but.
You put him on the ground?
Yeah, I tripped him on his leg, like, because we were backing up and he trying to lead forward. And any type of movement you do away from me, you're resisting.
Yeah.
We're fucking going down. So as soon as I pulled him back and he went a little forward, I just snatched his leg. We went down. I think one of the bottles broke because it just started smelling like fucking cologne badly.
Guilty.
Yeah. It literally, I was like, oh shit. It's because when we were in the office writing him up and the cops were coming, he just smelled like whatever cologne broke on him.
Everybody in there smelled, yeah.
Yeah, but
like aftershave or whatever.
But it was literally one of my best moments as a mall cop, just because I was like, I got him. I saw the picture, and within an hour, there he was, and I was like, my fucking golden goose, you're mine. You know what I mean? So it was good. I loved it.
Do you then have to go prosecute?
You have to do a citizen's arrest. You do a citizen's arrest. You do all that, and then
so you guys take him where? So you guys take him into a back room.
Yeah,
do you have him wrapped up or tied up?
No, we just put a zip tie on his hand. I had these big ass industrial zip ties, and we usually used to leave them on this hook. We never used them. We only used them if we brought somebody into the office that needed one. So I was just like, hey man, stick your hands out. And then he's like, he looked at me, he's like, oh shit. And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, are they too tight? And he goes, no. I'm like, oh. And I zipped them a little bit more because I didn't want him to. You know, it's like, fuck them, you know?
Oh, that's crazy when you're asking if they're too tight. It's obvious that, yeah. It's like, this is.
But he, you know,
he's like a little tighter. Won't you, you know?
He felt some shame that day. And I was just like,
I bet.
The cologne bandit was mine. We never saw him again, you know?
And do you then turn him over to the police? What's that like?
That's the lame part. You got to call them. And it's like, they're not rushing to come handle this, you know? So 9 times out of 10, you're sitting there with Bobby just shooting the shit for like 2 hours, you know, like, so man, why do you steal? And then by the time you've already like counseled him, you want to let him go. I actually wanted to let him go, but it was already we were already in motion when I was like, bro, you fucked up, you know, like I already had to fuck you up. And now the cops are coming. The first 10 minutes it was like, they're coming to get you, man. You're so fucked. You know, and 20 minutes in, it's like, are you thirsty, man? Like,
yeah.
You know, so literally cops took about 2 hours to get there. And by the time they got there, they're like, all right, so what's going on? It's like, oh, this guy was stealing, blah, blah, blah. He's the clone bandit. You know, he's like, okay, so come with us. And then that was it. It was like, there was no fireworks at the end of this show. You know, it was pretty, that's why I said it's pretty lame when you call them to come take them away. Cause it's like, fuck, they're doing now. But they had that entitlement because we are cops.
Oh, they show up like you're big dogs?
Oh, yeah.
Do they look at you? Yeah. What's you guys' relationship like? Is it?
It was
simpatico or no?
No, not. It was just like those movies.
What does simpatico mean? Do you know?
No, actually, I don't.
Yeah, look it up real quick. Do you mind?
Kind of threw me off on that one.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I thought it was Spanish. Likable and easy to get along with. Okay.
No, we didn't definitely get along. It was like out of those movies. You know, when like the detectives are all sitting, like, so like the regular cops are there. So say we're the regular cops, we got it going on, it's our area. And then the FBI walks in, they're like, all right, guys, we're taking over. Go handle the perimeter type shit. And that was our relationship with them. There was always like, it wasn't too much like oh man, thanks a lot, guys, for doing your job and, defending our country at the mall and shit. It was just more like,
Fuck.
yeah, fuck what, man? Like, I was not doing anything. Now I'm doing something at the mall.
Yeah.
It's like, and I actually had a cop tell me one time, this motherfucker, I forget his name. I had to give him a whole description of what was going on. And the problem is we didn't even have the guy. We had to just give a description of the guy who stole and the things he did to the car because he poured like some bleach on a car or some dumb shit. So we're giving him all this description, and he literally turns at me and goes, yeah, if I wanted to be a mall cop, I would have been a mall cop, and walked away. I was like, fuck, man. Like,
What was he having issues? You guys were having issues with communication?
no, the list of shit that I was giving him, it just got too long for him.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, so yeah, I get it. So what was he wearing? And I was like, I told you that in the beginning. I was like, you could have cut that conversation off when you found out he was 5'2".
Yeah.
It's like, but
some of it has got to be crazy. Like you have a Chinese guy or whatever pinned up against the wall for like, getting a pair of loafers or whatever. And then the cop has to come. He's like, what the fuck are we doing down here?
Yeah, trust me, we were not on their radar of crime. I feel
so
like
they wouldn't clue you guys in like what was going on in the community and stuff?
no, we didn't get no updates or nothing like that. Like, no, they were like, there's like, we would know if there was a rapist in the area or anything like
You
that.
wouldn't?
No, fuck, they didn't care about us. And
You would think they would tell you if there was a rapist somewhere because, I mean, first of all, one of the few places that everybody kind of goes sometimes is the mall, right?
pretty much,
If you're a rapist, you still go to the mall.
you have to buy clothes, right?
Well, everybody goes, so it's like, that's the kind of shit to me. It's like, you'd think you'd give those guys at least just information because they're just standing around all day.
A lot of cops will use our parking lots for the hangout. You ever seen where like two cop cars like face each other?
Yeah.
That was our and you can't go near them. You can't go, hey Jim, what's going on? They're like, fuck away from us.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. Like they had this like whole bubble around them because they would always park in our parking lots.
Yeah.
Every mall I've ever worked at, there's always a pair of cops that will do the whole facing each other like, shit.
Yeah.
And you
Two
can't-
cops touching fronts or
tip
whatever.
to tip. I love it. You just fuck yeah, guys. But they didn't want us coming near them. We were never allowed to talk to them or anything, so we would just let them be in their little bubble.
What type of overall crime goes down at the mall? Like, what type of crime are we talking about?
A lot of stealing.
Really?
A lot of stealing, of course.
And do you see people steal sometimes? Like, you'll see them. Can you tell after a while? Anybody could be a thief.
Anybody can be a thief. Anybody, man. I've seen moms, stick shit in like kids' backpacks, on camera. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Anybody can be a thief. I've seen a group of sweet old Mexican ladies, like, they're inviting you over for dinner and shit and this and that and the other, and you turn around, they're stealing the fucking car. You're like, whoa, like
Yeah.
anybody can steal from the mall. Like vandalism. That's not really like a everyday crime. It's more of a crime when someone like gets thrown out of a store and you want to like break their door, kick their windows in and shit,
Yeah.
thinking you did something to a corporate company who's got millions of dollars. Like, oh, I broke your $100 window. It's like, all right, cool. We're just gonna replace that. Those are the crimes that we get at the mall sometimes. Fights. Oh, fights are good.
Really?
Yeah, mall fights are good.
Do people go to the mall to fight? You mean meeting at the mall to fight?
Yes.
Or you're saying just things happen at the mall and a fight happens?
Like gang versus gang, two
Really?
different. Oh yeah. 'Cause
Where at? Where was this at?
down in San Diego. A lot.
In San Diego.
Yeah. Back in the day, like malls were always like where everyone just conjured up. All the gangs, all the crews, everyone like after school or the ditch parties would go there, and some groups just didn't get along. And next thing you know, you got this big fun riot brawl in the middle. And back then you were allowed to get in it and fight with them and throw them down and stuff. And those were fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a mall. These are kids. I don't know. There's a lot of kids off of school.
These kids nowadays, man, they're ruthless.
They're sick.
I was working a high-end department store, and this kid literally walked right up to me. He goes, do you work for the store or the mall? And I was like, why? And I could already tell he's about to steal all these Gucci belts. I'm like, why? He goes, Because if you work for the store, you can't touch me. And if you work for the mall, you can't chase me. And I was like, fuck, bro, like, it's all you then, you know? Fucker stole belts right in front of me. I was like, get out of here, man. Like, because you can't do anything.
Does
you
it
can't
piss you off?
Little bit. Just,
It feels disrespectful.
yeah, like right in your face. And you're like,
That's trash.
it's like, fuck you little fucker. You
That's
know,
trash.
Just because you can't afford the belt, you know?
You don't come here to steal. It's just kind of, and also then if you're stealing something that's just a good, and it's not like it's a want, right? It's not a need or something or a snack or something like that, milk, bread or something, oysters like that. Then you're not it's your own choice at that point, you know.
Pretty much.
It's not you like needing to survive, you know. It's
Nah,
just
you don't need a Gucci belt to fucking pay, you know? Like,
yeah, you can't eat a Gucci belt, man. Who's at the mall anymore, and how has that changed over time?
Oh, man. So from the early 2000s till now, it's definitely a huge change. Everyone back then went to the mall, no matter what.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you had the grandma, like in the morning, in the beginning of the morning, if you find the right mall, like I worked at a mall in Minnesota, and that mall had like little mile markers through it, and you get the whole old person group coming out and do their power walking and shit.
oh yeah.
I love that. And so those are the days where you would see that transition about 9, 10 a.m. where all the old people leave. And then you get the adults coming in, you know, like get the sales and shit. And then once noon hit, if it's a weekend, then the kids start piling in. It's fucking, you know, the mall was functional back then.
Yeah.
It was like people watching was fun fucking back then. You know, like it was fun to watch. Now, I feel like nobody cool goes to the mall. If you like, and it's not like, I'm not saying it like that. It's just like,
Yeah.
you go to the mall now for like direct service. You're like, all right, I'm going to here to get this and I'm leaving. A lot of people
Right.
don't hang out at the mall no more. It's not like, let's go to fucking Cinnabon and grab us some Wetzel's pretzels. You know, shout out to Wetzel's pretzels, by the way. By the way, if you notice, Wetzel's pretzels you can only find in a mall, I swear.
Really?
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mall food.
Yeah, mall food is definitely something. Yeah, dude, the mall was such a place. I mean, we would sleep overnight outside of there.
Hell yeah.
We would, yeah, your friends, you'd go. I remember during summer camp, one of our field trips would be to the mall. We'd all go to the mall. People would wish in the fountains that were at the mall, you know? They'd have, yeah, what else would we do there? Yeah, just going to see the different stores, walking down the mall. You stop at that candy store that had all the different candies. You'd go in the Bed Bath & Beyond or the candle store and do that.
The Disney store. The Disney
store,
the
dog.
fucking Disney store.
That shit was fucking clutch. Mexicans love that store too, eh?
Fuck yeah.
Why,
Fuck
bro?
yeah.
Why though? Really? I liked it, bro.
It's not racist if it's true, and I stick by this. If you can't afford to go to Disneyland, then the Disney store was the next best thing. They had little fucking things. I love the Disney store, man.
Bro, Disney store was so good, bro.
The original Disney store.
Yeah.
They still have them. But the OG Disney stores, when they were like, hi, welcome in, and Tinkerbell would come flying by, and you're like, fuck yeah, I'm here.
Dude, it was that. You're right, bro. There was nothing like that Disney store. We used to get. They used to have like the shirts with the characters coming out of the pocket, kind of. A little bit. You know what I'm talking
Goofy
about?
would hang off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a big thing, man. I remember I'd get my siblings Christmas gifts and stuff from there. A lot of times nightgowns or something. You could get your sister like something she wanted, you know. Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, no bullshit. One time, me and my friend, Young Dave, shout out Young Dave, love you.
YKD, Young King Dave, not that guy that died from smoking weed, huh?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Young
Smoking
King Dave, bring him up. Pull up Young King Dave, bro. R.I.P., dude. Smoking big doinks.
He died from smoking weed, huh?
Yeah. He was like smoking one. He smoked a joint backwards or something, and he had asbestos or whatever, and it killed him.
What?
Dave James, Young King Dave Nixon, passed away at 19. Where was he always smoking out? This is years ago. His manager, Chris Clemenza. I used to message with him for a while, bro. I was a big fan of him.
Oh, wow.
Smoking big doinks out in where did he say?
Oh, yeah.
Play the audio.
Out here in Amish, smoking big doinks in Amish.
Fuck yeah.
Big old doinks.
He'd be smoking big doinks out there in Amish, dude, and he'd get
Yeah.
and he died.
Damn.
He had He just smoked all the time, I think. And I want to say he died. I want to get this right. What did he die of? Do you know? Play that one more. Play one more where he's smoking a joint.
We used to have guys like that work security with us.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They were the best. They always bring the weed.
It's fucking nice out. Who's trying to chill? Smoke some loud, feel me?
Fuck yeah.
I got loud. Hit my line. Either DM me or hit my line, bro. I got loud. I'm trying to smoke.
Just smoke it then.
Right.
You know? But yeah, that was a beautiful time. A collapsed lung is what got him.
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
Complications from a collapsed lung. He did have loud, dude. He blew his fucking...
Yeah, but that also comes from all those vapes that kids smoke nowadays. Like,
and adults smoke them too, like me and other people. But
You smoke
I
a
agree.
vape?
Let's not say that, but yeah, I do. I've been on and off it. You know, you try your best. But yeah, shout out YKD, bro. He was like one of the first dudes to kind of go viral. And he was always smoking big doinks out there. And that's what killed him. He would literally drive all over just meeting people to smoke weed and shit. And
what a great guy.
he got too big to get in his car or whatever. He was always eating. There he is at a mall.
Hell yeah.
What's he saying?
KG, where the bitches at, bro?
Oh, he almost died right there.
They got Nathan's in a mall? That's a great
Nice.
fucking mall.
So yeah, just seeing something like that is great, man. But go back to the Disney story. Yeah, let's go back. Oh, dude, yeah. Start from the beginning of that, man.
Oh,
Dude, when you walked in.
yes. And it had that smell. It had that good Disney smell.
Well, it was very organized. Things were kind of pricey in there a little bit. So it had like some esteem. You could get something small like a keychain, but you could get something like ice skates or something, you know? If
Oh, yeah. Princess dress, the whole nine.
all that shit. If you had a child or a little daughter or somebody, you could take them in there. That was a pretty high-end store, I felt like, for the mall as far as children's paraphernalia.
Hey, I'll never forget that bundle of plush. There was always like a big area of like all the stuffed animals and shit. Oh man, I used to just kind of give it a hug, you know?
Yeah.
You
Well,
have
they
to.
had that nice stuff. Now, Disney showed up with a quality stuffed animal. I think Applause was the company that made a lot of their stuff, the parent company or whatever that made the stuffed animals. But yeah, dude, when the Disney store came.
We got kicked. Me and my friend got kicked out of a Disney store. Inside, I don't know if you remember the little theater that was inside for kids to kind of like crawl in, and there was like they would show old Disney movies
Inside there?
Yeah,
Oh, it's for children. I didn't go in there.
yeah. Well, I slid in there one time to roll a blunt real quick and hurried up, got that done. But then I got stuck watching the fucking cartoons, and the lady's like, "Hey, keep it moving, guys." I'm
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Sorry, we're just like Mickey Mouse, man.
Mall type shit, homie. That's what it is,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, what other stores? Now, what about Build-A-Bear? Were you there when that came out or
Oh
not?
yeah.
And what kind of clientele would you see over there, brother?
Mostly the white folk.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Build-A-Bear's a white thing?
Yeah, I would say so a little bit. You know, it's an experience. It's fun. You know what I mean? Here's a store for you. Sharper Image. That was the fucking jam right there. Sharper Image was like by far. I think Sharper Image was the reason I got a mall job. Actually,
Wow.
no shit. Because
Oh, yeah, it was where the future. It's where Elon Musk was born.
yeah, bro. Sharper Image was
Dude,
it.
wasn't he born in a sharper image? This was our Elon Musk.
Yes, right. Straight up.
Sharper fucking image, dude. You would find a hair dryer that could sort coins and
Massage your feet.
yeah, and massage your feet, tell you your blood type, and tell you if your mom was being a bitch or not.
And then they would have like a remote control car that you could never fucking afford.
Always.
Yeah. And it was like the best one. I don't even know what that is, but I wanted it. You know?
Oh, they had dude, because everything in there, none of it made any like it was a ridiculous. They had like a wallet that could grate cheese. They had like what? You know, they had like those things you'd put your women right there. What is that?
Little foot spa.
Foot spa, at home foot spa. Those things that everybody bought and never used. They
Never,
had,
ever.
But Sharper Image was it, dude. They'd have like weird little like what is this? Premium innovative defrosting tray. You could just set your meat out on a tray and it would defrost. That's called a counter. But they sold that bitch fucking $100.
For real.
Sharper Image premium innovative defrosting tray, dude. What else did they have? Sharper Image warming foot massage.
Fucking,
Yeah.
my mom had those right there.
Really? Did she use them?
Yeah, they smelled after a while.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude.
They fucking rank.
Ugh.
Yeah, but sharp. Oh, that was it too. The hanger dryer, whatever it was. There was a hanger for your clothes that would like blow out air and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it was ridiculous shit. This right here is a Sharper Image closet ionic air purifier.
Yeah, that's what I need.
So between two of your shirts, you can put an air purifier? That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, dude.
Sharper Image seems like I have this invention. Yeah, it's not going to work out, but we have this store for you.
Yeah. Yeah, everything there. Now, the chairs were the big thing, though. You'd go in.
That's the reason you went.
And you'd look at the lady, and she would give you a look as to whether or not it was just it wasn't a yes or no. It was just you could tell if you were allowed to go get in that chair or not.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You could tell.
It was either they were going to help you out or they just gave you the look.
Yeah.
You know?
Where are your parents? Yeah, they would say something like that. Kind of passive aggressive, but direct.
Yeah. Who are you here with? Myself and this chair.
What stores do different ethnicities frequent at the mall? Where do mi gente go? Where do the Mexicanos go?
C's Candy.
Really?
Yeah.
¿Por qué?
Free candy. Free samples.
Oh, wow.
You walk in, they give you a fucking treat. Hi, welcome to C's. Butterscotch. You're like, fuck yeah. C's Candy was the lick, man. C's Candy had everyone there. Yeah.
C's Candy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, C's.
You got to understand, though, C's Candy was just a reason for us to go get free candy.
And Mexicans love sugar, yeah?
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Good gifts, too. I used to live down in Mexico. I used to get boxes of candy all the time. I'm like, wait, are you saying something? Like, no, it's good. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, the peanut brittle there is pretty nice. I will say that. They made a beautiful brittle for a while. I don't even know if C's Candy is still open or not.
Oh, they are.
They are?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Giving out them free samples daily.
Where else do the Mexicanos go?
Ooh. Back then, let's see. I forget the name of the store. Oh, remember KB Toy Store?
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't go to Toys R Us. They went to KB Toy Store because it was cheaper.
Respect.
Yeah. I mean,
Respectado.
I went there. I loved KB Toys.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. I don't know where we would. I think we'd a lot of times get our toys over at Walmart, I think. But what about the brothers and sisters? Where do they pull up at?
Oh, shit. Bed Bath & Beyond.
No.
Lotions.
Oh, for
Smell
show.
goods. Smell goods and lotions.
Lotions for shotions, bruh.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Yep.
You could. Oh, yeah.
There was tons of lotion.
God, they had all kinds in there too.
All kinds.
Dude, remember when okay, so black people went to Bed Bath & Beyond. Do you remember at Bed Bath & Beyond, bro, when they came, there was it Bed Bath & Beyond? I think it was. Maybe it was at Sephora. They had these lotions that started to smell like cookies and shit, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd never had it before, and people were going crazy.
Mm-hmm. I actually, you know what's funny is I remember that year, the summer, girls were walking by smelling like candy and shit. Like,
Yeah.
what is this? This is nice. You know? I think it was Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, there you go. Christmas cookies, man.
Body lotion. God, that shit was
yeah.
nice. Shit was nice, bro.
It was like the new cocoa butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Body Works.
Ah, Bath and Body
Yeah,
Works.
Bath and Body Works.
That's what it
bro.
was. That's what it was.
What about the Indians, Bangladeshi, Muslims, all that? Where do they pull up at? Any?
High-end stores.
Really?
Yeah, they were the high-end people. The dads always walking with their hands behind their backs, moms with their purses out, kids spending all their money. Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's Asian.
Yeah.
What was up at Hot Topic, dude?
Ooh, Hot Topic, man.
Who hung out there? That was a different corner.
Okay, so my Hot Topic era was the real emos, the real little grungy ass kids that came in there and shit. You know, it's all like Sailor Moon now, but back then it was
Fucking kids eating rust and shit.
fuck yeah, man. Like they would come in and make black makeup all over their face and shit. But
The beautiful people. The beautiful people.
Marilyn Manson, the real Marilyn Manson kids. You know
Yes.
what I mean? Those
The people that would eat their parents if you gave them a half hour.
fuck yeah, and they didn't buy you something from Hot Topic. It was yeah.
Real MFers. Hot Topic was it, right?
Yeah, man, I loved Hot Topic. What's funny is I grew up very urban, very like hip hop and all that shit. But Hot Topic was definitely a vice of mine.
Yeah, it was, man.
It really
was like when you
was.
went in there, you're like, what's going on? Am I old enough to be in here? Is this something just my older brother and sister can go to? That was crazy. And they also had music in there.
Yeah.
They had CDs. This was back when they had CDs and shit. And so that was different because people would be there. If you're there picking up music, then your brain's in like a music space. So you might get a shirt that goes with a band, you know.
Yeah, because you're like, there was a bunch of like ICP albums there.
Yeah.
That's who used to hang out at Hot Topic, like the Juggalos of San Diego. Yeah, I used to love it.
Hot Topic was like that, man.
Hell yeah.
Any other store really? What about Structure? Remember that store or no?
Oh, look at you.
Blast from the pad, baby.
Wow. Miller's Outpost even.
Dude, Miller's Outpost was like about Arizona and shit.
Yep. Miller's Outpost turned into what, Anchor Blue or something like
Did
that?
it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Anchor Blue was like the first time you could buy like baggy pants and shit, you know, because I was like, fuck yeah. But Miller's Outpost was definitely one of the stores that all the trendy kids went to. Like everyone popular went to Miller's Outpost, got Genkos and shit like that.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking Levi's. They had the suede Vans there. Yeah.
Dude, I'd never seen a Miller's Outpost till I lived in Arizona for a little bit. And that's when it was a little bit different. What did you guys see on the cameras? And did you guys ever catch anybody having sex or anything like that?
Man, so I actually have a good story about that. We've seen a lot on camera. I've seen people getting head. I've seen it all.
Oh, yeah. That's one vote for Trump right there.
But hell
baby.
yeah.
You feel me?
But we had a direct incident with one of our guards. Okay. So.
And what rank was he?
He was a no striper.
No stripe.
He was a no stripe. He was a baggy pant, dicky wearing guy like me. Good guy though. But he was messing around with the girl from Cinnabon.
He was.
Yeah.
Was she cute?
She was all right. She was a Cinnabonner, you know?
Yeah.
So one day I'm watching the cameras, and on the cameras I notice she's going to the car, and I'm like, that's not our guy. I think it's the movie theater guy, you know?
Wait, what are you talking about? I'm confused.
Okay, so the girl from Cinnabon, we were watching her go from Cinnabon to the parking lot to her car.
Okay.
But she was walking with a guy.
Oh, she's walking with a guy to her car.
And I think he was the employee, one of the employees from the movie theater. Goes in there, we could clearly tell they're doing some shit. He leaves. Within 5 minutes, somebody else comes walking up, and it's our guard. He gets in the car. No. They start doing their thing.
Was it a Honda Accord?
It was a Nissan Altima.
Yeah.
Yeah, Altima.
For sure.
So they do their thing, and we're just like, me and my other guy are like, no fucking way this is happening. Like, she's on her break. You know, she's doing all this on her break.
Oh, so she's on her break. She met up with movie dude. They're hanging in the car. He leaves. 5 minutes later, y'all's boy shows up. The other guard shows up.
Does his thing.
Somebody from your rank.
So he gets in there, and I was like, hey, man, I got to show you something. And I was like, hey, you know we saw you go. And he's like, yeah, but I know you're not going to say nothing, right? You know, I'm like, yeah, but rewind. He's like, what the fuck? So we start, you know, talking shit to him and all this stuff. But I go up to the Cinnabon girl, and I was like, hey, I watched everything that happened. She was like, please don't say nothing. I'm like, Cinnabon for life. So I got free Cinnabon for life. But yeah, my boy and the movie guy taxed the same girl in a half-hour period. Wow. Saw that on camera.
And do you think it was full sex, or you think it was oral?
It had to been full sex, the second guy.
No way. Why?
Sure. He came out adjusting his pants, and she came out like adjusting her shit. The first one, she was going like, you know, like wiping it up.
Oh yeah.
She
Polish power, dude. Thanks for joining us today, man.
Oh, thanks for having me.
We just happy to talk to a plumber, man, because I don't know anything really about plumbing.
Oh, ask away.
You know. All right, I'll think about this. So, what is the difference between plumbing and septic tank? I was thinking about that.
All right.
Like sometimes you hear you hear people have septic tanks. I would hear a lot of times growing up, people had septic tanks, you know, or somebody got like,
sure,
you know, something happened to them by a septic tank.
That's how I actually got my start, was dealing with septic tanks. I started 20-something years ago with Roto-Rooter. I'm sure you heard of them.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's a commercial outfit, isn't it?
Largest plumbing company in the world.
Is it really?
Yep.
Wow.
So yeah, the very first day I get hired, I gotten out of the Army. I was 20 years old. I get hired with this
Roto, huh?
By Roto-Rooter man in Alabama.
And now were they in? And were they enlisting people? I mean, was there
No.
like a program from the Army to Roto-Rooter?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I got out of the Army and I went to work at Lowe's, the home improvement store.
Oh yeah, I love that place.
I was actually, when I got out of the Army, I was 20, and I had applied to Atlanta SWAT, and I was going through all the SWAT qualifications and everything else because I was kind of heavy duty in the military, so I didn't really have a whole lot of skills when I got out.
How'd you get out at 20?
I joined when I was 17.
Damn.
So I graduated early, a little smart,
Yeah.
figured some stuff out. And
hard working you must have been, huh?
very. Still am.
Yeah.
Most people would call me the hardest worker they ever met.
Dang.
So I kind of take that as a point of pride,
I could see that, dude. You're like the Joe Rogan of plumbing, dude. Because Joe Rogan, I think, is the hardest worker that I know.
That guy is busy.
Dude, I think there's 9 Joe Rogans.
There has to be more than one because he's in too many places at once.
Sometimes I have like kind of a daydream where he's going to bring me in a room and be like, hey, I want you to meet these other Joe Rogans. And I'm like, oh, I knew it. I knew it, man. Okay, so you get out of the military.
So,
and that's
yeah.
Dude, that's a note for young fellas if you're like, I don't know if I should go into the military. 17 out by 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
I use my VA benefits. Everything's cool. Everything's like normal.
Yeah.
I joined early. I got out. Or I signed up for 3. I got out.
Okay.
So they offered to re-enlist me, but I had just met this girl. Mm-hmm. She was just pregnant. It was young.
And did you get her pregnant, or she was?
Nah. She was
pregnant when you met her.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a brave deal.
I stuck on with that crap for 7 years too.
With her and her kid.
Well, we eventually had one too. Her and I. Like a few years later, her and I.
So you got
only
married.
Kid. Yeah.
All right.
And then divorced. 27 left. Anyway, the point of the septic thing was, dude that hires me is an big old fat dude from Alabama. Southern as all can be.
Yeah.
Take you out on your first day. You'll see it's not that bad.
Okay.
And we go out and dig up a septic tank, which is plumbing.
And people hide them or what?
They're always buried.
Oh, wow.
So the pipe that leaves your house goes underground and it goes out to a box in the yard, and that it basically naturally decomposes everything that's in there.
Okay, so it's compost almost, kind of in a way.
Yeah. But it's 5 feet deep. It's a big box. You could bury a lot of bodies in there.
You could.
You could.
And it's 5 feet deep and it's buried in the ground.
Yeah, usually a foot deep, maybe more.
Okay.
And
it's how is it square? It's
it's about like this table, It's a big long rectangle, maybe a little wider or so,
Actually,
and about
I've seen
5
them.
feet deep or so.
I saw a dude weld one in half one time, and I remember some of us.
They're
would
usually
use it.
concrete.
Well, then this guy kind of, I guess, welded it with like a maybe a concrete torch or something.
Well, he might have had a steel box because I've seen some rustic septic tanks made out of 55-gallon drums with holes punched in the sides.
Okay, so you've seen some real rural ones. You've seen them.
I've seen.
You've seen fucking the Noah's Ark of fucking in-ground shitters.
You better believe it. In Alabama, they'll do whatever it takes.
Oh, yeah,
I went to one house in Alabama. They didn't even have a septic tank. The pipe went down. It went out about 100 yards, and that was it.
Oh, wow.
It just left out on the ground.
Wow. Yeah.
Roots were all growing up into the end of the pipe and everything, so I had to go there and cut them all off and open it out and snake the pipe out and get everything good to go and everything. So, but that's no septic tank.
Yeah.
Just a long pipe.
Just freelance, old school.
It's illegal.
It is?
Yeah, you can't do that. No. Black water needs to be contained.
Okay, so that's really the rule.
Yeah, black water has to be contained. Brown water or gray water, like kitchen sink water and washing machines, dishwashers, stuff like that. You can actually, and I do, install a 55-gallon drum with a pump in it and separate those lines from a septic tank.
Okay.
So all that washing machine water that's bad for a septic tank now goes into a 55-gallon drum with a pump in it, and then you can water your yard with that.
Okay, so
That's legal to
washing
do.
machine water, that gray water, you can take that into a drum if you wanted to, and then reuse that.
It's actually good because it's got soap in it, and soap and the phosphates are good for your grass.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, go figure.
So but the dark water,
The black water,
has to be
by law, has to be contained.
contained. And then what do you do after you contain it?
Well, in a septic tank system, after a couple of years, all that stuff breaks down and separates. The solids will sink to the bottom and turn to a sludge. The things that are not biodegradable will
Like
float.
a wedding ring or something? Like if a dog eats a wedding ring?
anything that would sink will go to the bottom, obviously. But anything that's grease won't biodegrade. It'll collect and it'll turn into a ball, basically a hard kind of crust on the top of the septic tank water. Or condoms won't biodegrade. They'll float.
Oh, wow.
Man, one time I popped a septic tank open and I saw about 10,000 condoms in there. I swear. I mean, I didn't count them or anything, but they were all over the top of the tank.
And who was the guy? A little Asian guy?
No. It was the homeowner. He was standing there watching me dig this tank up, right?
Crazy.
So
did he have kids or something? Like, was he
no
shot?
kids? No. Oh yeah, because they weren't his condoms.
No way.
I could have guessed it was a homeowner.
Yeah.
He was standing there watching me. I popped it. Well, he called me because his toilet wouldn't flush no more, right? And I get there and I snake the drain out, and it won't go down. I'm like, well, I got to dig up your tank. So I dig up the tank, and when I open up the tank and you look down, they're just everywhere. They're coating the wall, the pink ones and green ones and blue.
Oh.
I mean, every color of the rainbow.
Jesus, Easter colors, huh?
Yeah. Dude worked at a tire manufacturing plant, the graveyard shift, for like 20 years. And I'm betting every night.
No way.
She had somebody coming. They got a divorce after
So you
that.
really, so that's, man, that's crazy.
Right.
So sometimes opening up that septic tank, it's almost like a time capsule for your butt almost, or something, or for your, for below the waist. It's almost like a time capsule for what you, or anything you've been doing in your home,
Yep.
really.
Yep. I mean, that actually happened twice. That instance caused a divorce. The next time that it happened where I found condoms in the tank, it was a young girl. She was like 14 or 15, and it was her grandma's house.
Oh.
And the grandma was standing there watching me.
And whose were they, you think?
They were the granddaughters for sure.
Oh.
I mean, it was just those are the only two ladies living in the house. It's the 14-year-old girl and the grandma.
So awkward.
And the grandma's like, they ain't mine.
Hey, dude. That's going to be an awkward game of Go Fish that they play later in the
Right?
day,
Where'd you get all these? Why are they in here?
So that's wild. So you started in Alabama.
Yeah.
You worked with a man. Do you remember the gentleman?
The guy who hired me?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. We still talk.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, he's a good man.
He is. And so
Yeah.
now what was like your vibe when you started working there? Were you like, oh, this is a career that I want to make? Or were you like, this is just a job that I want to do? What was kind of your goal, if you had any going into it?
You know, the money. I didn't really have a goal going into it. The money just sticks you. Plumbing pays well.
Yeah.
And it always has. So
And they say, I've heard, this is a saying in the universe, that plumbers make more than lawyers.
I believe that.
You do?
Yeah.
And how does that break down? Because why?
Lawyers ain't working 40 hours a week.
Right.
You know what I mean? They get paid a lot for what they do, but they don't do it all the time.
Right.
So that's great that they get $400 an hour, 3 hours a week.
Right.
You know, I work 50, 60 hours a week every week.
Right.
You know, I'm only charging 100, maybe more or whatever, but
you add it up over time.
Add it up.
That's the way to do it. Yeah, because you always hear that. You always hear that that plumbers make more than lawyers. That's just like a thing I've always heard.
or doctors. Though I heard it as doctors, but I mean, same thing. I went to a university professor's house years ago, and I handed him the bill at the end, and he just flipped out. Like, he was just couldn't believe it cost that much. You charge more than doctors do. Do you realize it took me 10 years to learn how to do this?
Right.
You know, it literally is a 10-year program. It's as hard, I think, of course, because I went down that road, as any 8-year doctorate or master's degree that you're going to get.
To become, I mean, anything you're gaining knowledge.
Yeah. To
That's
become a
what-
well-rounded plumber anyway.
Yeah. And so you start this job, you got the guy with Roto-Rooter.
Yeah.
And so you worked there for how long?
With that guy for 5 years, a little over 5 years. Dude gave me $1,000 bonus for every year I worked for him.
Did he really?
So
Damn.
second year was $2,000, third year's $3,000, fifth year was $5,000. That was
Nick's
nice.
going to use this later in his Christmas bonus discussion, too. I can already tell. Fuck, man. I was
Yeah.
hoping to fucking... Bro, that's God working right there, because
Well, I
it's
mean-
been on my mind, and then you bring it up, and he's in here in the room.
Dude needs a little bit of help every
No,
once in a
look,
while,
man.
right? This is
he's
an
the
expensive
hardest
area.
worker. He's the hardest worker I know. He
Is he?
works very hard, and he really is, man.
Well, hook him up.
And he's very good. I agree with you. I
Hey,
think
I
we
saw-
try. We do our best.
I saw on one of your other shows you were talking about if it came down to killing him or killing you, you might not even kill him.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big step.
I forgot I said that, but I still agree with myself. Okay, so, and also with plumbing, if it's a holiday, then those prices are higher, right? You have to do it, don't you?
When I was working for the commercial companies, yeah,
I see.
They did. Now that I actually quit doing the working for commercial companies, mostly because I was tired of hearing the complaints from the customers about how much it cost.
Oh, really?
You know, I'm going and doing the work, and I'm getting paid from the company,
Right.
but not very much.
Okay.
Not as obviously not as much as now.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to understand, any large company, they got overhead, they got insurances that are humongous.
Yeah, we just had to get
advertising
insurance
costs
just for having a place.
Dude, my L&I just for myself is almost $20,000 a month or a year.
A year.
And if I had to add on like an apprentice or something, it doubles.
It's wild, isn't it?
That's why I do everything by myself.
Right. Yeah, no, it's interesting. Yeah, it's like you got to get I just realized we have to get a policy in case anything like an errors and omissions policy we have to get for podcasting now. You have to get workman's comp.
Yep, workman's comp.
And EPLNI or some similar type of policy that they just sent me something for the other day. It's like I don't even know if I can afford it. So it's like but it's interesting. Yeah, once you start to if you want to build something bigger or add more, there's more costs and liabilities that are incurred.
And they say California is the hardest place to run either a small business or to get a startup going.
Yeah.
There's so many restrictions and so many fees and regulations that govern.
It's crazy. It's almost
amazing.
too much. It's like, what's even going on here?
Man, when I was in Hawaii, I was rolling in money.
Yeah.
Just
So
didn't have to worry about nothing.
now, how do you plumb in Hawaii? Because
Slower. Everything's slower.
well, it seems like you have like all the water pushing on the island. It's going to push everything back up the toilets.
Nah. Their infrastructure is, significantly improved from way back those days. Everything's built up, everything's feet off the ground and all that. They have sanitary sewer systems, which is the name for. You call it sanitary sewer. I don't know why, because it's not fucking sanitary at all.
It isn't?
There's turds floating down. Mm-hmm. This pipe that leaves this building is called the sanitary sewer line.
Okay.
It's full of turds. It's not sanitary in any way. I have
And
no
whose
idea.
are they? They don't know. I mean,
They're everybody's. Everybody in the building. You know what I'm
everybody
saying?
in the building.
The
okay.
whole.
I'm like, fuck. I just thought we were like on a damn fucking.
No.
On the San
exit of
Andreas
this building
fart
has
line.
one great big pipe that leaves it from all the smaller pipes that come from each toilet.
Okay.
They all join together and make one big pipe. That pipe goes out to the street, which is a bigger pipe, probably 12, 14, 24 inches. Who knows? A city like this is probably big.
Okay.
And all the turds are floating down that.
Okay.
It's a constant stream. It looks like a river. If you were to open up a manhole in the street and look down there, it's a constant stream.
And that's
of
black
poo.
water?
Yeah, that's black water.
Okay.
Contained.
That's contained.
But they call it sanitary. And in my whole life at plumbing, 25 years or whatever, it's always been called sanitary sewer.
Yeah.
Why?
I think probably to give people a safe idea, just like,
I suppose.
in case they see the pipe, they're like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing our best. It's sanitary.
It's down there, yeah. It's out of the way. It's sanitary. It's hidden. So all that goes to a sewer treatment facility where they process and treat it and then release the clean water into a stream and out to the ocean.
Okay. And is it really clean when it gets out there? You could be honest.
It passes EPA standards.
Right.
We'll leave it at that. I wouldn't drink it. I wouldn't drink any of the water near it.
What if you made an ice tray cube of trays, like ice of it? Would you put one cube like in a soda or something?
Fuck no.
Come on, bro.
No.
Come on, dude.
Nah. Nah.
Bro, you gotta get a little more polis than that, man.
I have been around enough turds in my life, man.
Have you?
Oh. After like 11 years of that, I had to give up on the Roto-Rooter thing. And
the Roto-Rooters deals mostly with feces. Now, what is let me ask you, what's the term that's comfortable to use? Like, because every time if a plumber comes over, I don't know if I say shit, do I say poop, do I say turds, do I...
Whatever you like, man.
Okay.
Whatever you like. They all work.
Okay.
I had this guy in Alabama one time. I knock on the door and everything, Roto-Rooter man, I'm here. And he opens the door and he goes, thank God you're here, man. I've been fighting these turds all morning. And I go in there and he's got just water sprayed up all over the walls. He's been plunging the shit out of this toilet for like an hour and making no headway.
Oh.
I said, give me that. And I take the dude's plunger and he goes, that ain't going to work. You're going to need something way more than that. And I put it in there and hit it like 2-3 times. Pop, pop. It goes away. How the fuck do you do that?
Damn.
Man, I do this for a living. This is what I do.
Do some people like is it uncomfortable? I feel like it's uncomfortable if you go into a place. Do you like does somebody be like, okay, I pooped in here? Does people just kind of vague about it? Hey, somebody shit in here. What do people say?
Sometimes people are super embarrassed and they're like, I'm really sorry about it.
That's how I would be.
Yeah, I would too. Hey, if it were me, I'd get the turd out.
Yeah.
I mean, if I didn't know what to do. If it's,
Right, put it on a paper or something, run it outside or something.
Out there,
yeah.
Fish scoop it up or whatever you got to do.
Dude, do what you can,
But
man.
I mean, I've
Throw
seen
some rose petals in there or something, you know.
So I can't call this lady out. She's probably dead by now anyway. But I used to have this one customer. It was the sweetest, nicest lady. I went to her house probably 3 years, constantly. I was going to her house like every month. Once a month, I'd go to her house and unstop both of her toilets. Because I know this is a little graphic, but she would shit baseballs.
Oh, wow, really?
Just round balls of shit. I'm not sure what was going on with her intestines. We used to talk about it, the Roto-Rooter guys. You would be like, what's up with this lady? How does this happen?
She's got the Walker Bueller colon right there, man. She's got something going on.
Out they go.
That Joe Musgrove, man.
I'm wondering if she's shitting baseballs. How fast do they come out? Could we clock these things?
Yeah. And it must be so intense.
Is it like a curveball, a slider? It's probably a slider.
It's probably a slider, man. Damn.
So anyway, they would clog the toilet.
And so, and you get in there and what?
So if you can't hit it with a plunger, which these turds were solid, man, they were packed. They were well-built turds.
And do you think she's eating something unique?
She is. Whatever her diet is creating this
grass, maybe
like paste turds.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
You could. So we had a snake for the toilet, right? That you stick in the toilet to unstop it. It'll grab things too. This snake would like go through the turd and just put a little hole in it, and then once you pull the snake out, it's like the turd would close back up like Jello.
Damn.
The turd would just close back up,
like Terminator.
like the liquid Terminator. You know. So you'd basically just have to run that snake back and forth till you could break up enough of that turd to get the water helping it out to flush this thing all the way through.
And how far does that Roto-Rooter thing go?
That one would only go through the toilet, like 4 or 5 feet.
Oh, wow.
Just right to because the toilet will go down and then up and then down again. And that's about 3 feet by the time it finishes.
Okay.
And that's really all you need.
Right.
Because if it's any farther than that, you need to pull the toilet off the floor and go after the pipe.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So at that point, you once you do, after that 3 feet, you're going into
the pipe, into the sewer system.
It's a different ball game.
Yeah, it gets a little more expensive after that, usually.
Okay.
So,
and why does the pipe on the toilet go up and down like that after? It would seem like a straight pipe would help out better.
It's a trap. It has to go down and up like that so water always stays in that portion right there. Otherwise, you're going to smell shit coming out of the pipe all the time. That water there prevents the smell from coming back.
Ah, so that's why it has that kind of snake, that S curve.
P-trap.
The P-trap.
Yeah, same thing underneath your sink. You see that little U-bend underneath there?
Right, the U-bend. And
that's
so
the same
it
thing.
stinks, but it's stuck in the top part of that pipe?
Well, anything downstream of that, where that water is, smells really bad.
I see.
That water is what blocks the sewer gas from coming back at you.
Oh, wow.
You ever go into a building and it just kind of smells like shit?
Yeah.
Like the whole place smells like sewer and you can't figure it out? Usually what that is a dry floor drain somewhere. Because floor drains, even in the bathrooms, they have that same P-trap in the bottom of them. But if nobody pours water in them, that'll evaporate. Here's a free tip for like everybody out there. That'll evaporate, and then you'll get that sewer gas smell coming in.
It's coming in because there's no water there to block it from coming up.
Correct. So a lot of times you just, so many times I'd walk into a building, and I know that smell well. And we got this smell. We don't know. Oh, yeah, I know it. And then I just search around and find the dry floor drain, pour some water in there, and give me my money.
Yeah, dang, I'm out.
Right?
So a lot of this probably over the years you learn these different ways of like, oh, okay, instead of going through every pipe in the building the first time to the 1000th time you come in, it's the smell. You find the dry drain, boom, and I'm done.
Oh man, after 20 years of experience, pays tons. It really does pay
and it
dividends.
Should.
Well, yeah,
and it should because you put in the time. So, is there certain points where, do you feel? I interrupted you about the story with that lady. Or was that it? She just had some wild.
She just had wild turds, man. And we used to talk about it. We would never, shame her or embarrass her. Just go there and take care of it. We're sorry to, give us a call when you need us. We gave her a super discounted rate because she called us all the time.
Right.
Eventually. And she used to give the first lady that I married, the kid, the daughter that she had that wasn't mine,
Right.
was she used to give that girl presents, little dolls and stuff. So she's almost like,
Family a little.
Yeah, a little community,
Yeah.
Hey, here's for your daughter,
Yeah.
So after like 3 years of feeling guilty on stopping this lady's toilet every month, look, on my day off, I'm going to come over and I'm going to install you 2 pressure-assisted power toilets for free.
Dang.
You pay for the toilets, I'll give you the labor for free. And I went over there on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I jerked her old toilets out that were, obviously not up to the challenge she was putting on them, and put in these. You've seen those
That body works.
those jet toilets where you flush them and they just sound like a jet
Japanese
engine going
toilets,
off.
yeah.
Yeah. I put 2 of those in. She never called us again.
Wow.
Fixed. Good to go. She did call us like a year later because her kitchen sink was stopped up or something like that. But how many thousands of dollars did that just save over the lifetime of all that? You got to do that every once in a while.
You help out, man. You help out where you can, especially if you notice those patterns. And,
Yeah.
you're like, at some point it does get to be like, oh, I'm keep giving this person keeps giving me business, but at a certain point I can just be helpful or something. And
you almost feel like you're robbing them after a
at
while.
a certain point. Yeah. I like having that thing inside of you that feels like that, because then it tells you when to like be one way and when to be another way.
And that's why I do it by myself now.
Yeah.
I can't do it for a company. They charge too much.
And so you did Roto-Rooter for how long?
11 years.
And that was in Alabama?
No. I 5 years in Alabama and 6 years in Tacoma and Seattle.
Oh, wow.
So when I got divorced in Alabama, I moved to Washington, which is where I was born.
And that's higher altitude, and people
Sea level.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I was right on the water, right in Seattle. It is sea level.
Huh. Yeah. But I just feel like overall, Nick, we just looked that up, and I'm not challenging. I'm just curious myself. Is Seattle what the difference in land elevation is? For some reason, I always think of the South as being like a lower.
I'm not sure what it was in Alabama, but when I was in Alabama, I want to say they were a couple 100 feet up. Where Seattle is, there's water right there, right in front of you.
Right.
That water is sea level because it's the Puget Sound.
Oh, yeah, that's the dang sea.
Yeah.
You're right.
So base elevation in Alabama, probably a couple 100 feet, maybe. 500 feet above sea level. There you go.
Elevation is like 500 feet above sea level.
Highest point in Seattle is 520 feet. Yeah, you got some hills for sure, but the lowest point, which is sea level.
Wow. Gang, bro.
Average elevation is 170. All right. So anyway,
that's a lot closer.
Everywhere you're driving around the Pacific Northwest, Seattle, and all the surrounding areas, a lot of the area you're looking at water,
right?
At the sound out there. So, not elevation so much, but cold, rainy, wet, gray.
And how does that affect plumbing? Like, is there different type of plumbing going on? That's what I want to know. Is there different plumbing going on in the Pacific Northwest that we don't know about or something, as opposed to what's going on like in Alabama?
In Alabama, the rules, so when I was in Alabama, they ran off the National Plumbing Code, which is a book about 3/4 of an inch thick or so. Got a lot of pages in it, maybe 100 pages or so. National Plumbing Code, pretty simple. Do what you want as long as it works, basically, and don't leak.
Right.
I moved to Washington, and they, as California does now too, but back then they didn't, Uniform Plumbing Code, which is the gold standard, and that book is like this thick, and it's got addendums and additions and
It's
revisements.
like the shit Constitution or something.
My God, it's unreal.
It's crazy. It's everything out west. Once you get out here, there's so much paperwork and this and that, and you gotta, and nobody, if somebody doesn't want to work at all, you got a fee, you gotta fucking buy
You
them
got
a
to pay
hat.
for taxes or more, all that. The farther west you go, the harder it is on the working man.
Yeah.
It really is. So they say Washington's the hardest state to get a license in for plumbers. Michigan's the second hardest.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd think people would be doing a lot of shitting in Michigan and they would need more help. That's what
Because all their shit freezes.
Oh, really?
They have
Oh, I didn't even think about that, dude. Imagine now it's frozen.
frozen shit.
You got a whole different battle, bro. That's insane.
You can't run a sewer cable through frozen shit.
Fuck, what do you do, dude?
Restrictions are different in cold weather climates. I've never been to Michigan, but I'm going to guess that they're going to be somewhere similar as to like Colorado. And I did do Colorado plumbing.
Wow.
And all their shit's buried 8 feet deep in Colorado.
Oh, all of their septic tanks and everything?
Everything's buried 8 feet
all
deep.
The plumbing
Water
is-
lines, everything
That's
goes.
the rule.
Yeah, 8 feet deep is the
To
minimum.
keep it warm enough?
Yeah, to keep it from freezing.
Wow.
Yep.
Interesting.
Washington is 24 inches, so 2 feet deep. I think California is 18 inches.
And Louisiana, I think, is just right out the window, basically.
Alabama was ground level.
Was it?
Yep. 1 inch deep.
Yeah, damn, dude.
Just don't let your lawnmower hit it.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Dude, that's wild. So, and because I remember they had like a neighbor when I was growing up that they had like a shit line and just went off into the woods. And it would and then at a certain point, I remember we ran back there. And when you're kids, you don't know, you think it's like a little river, like a little lake or something.
So gross.
And so, people are jumping around, skipping rocks off of shit.
Yeah.
Like just, making little boats. We used to make little school boats and like push them out into like this like kind of duty canal, kind of just.
Hey,
you're a kid.
You sick now?
I'm not doing great, but I'm doing this year. I'm feeling okay.
But generally speaking, throughout your whole life, are you a healthy dude?
Yeah.
Me too. You know why?
Why?
Because you played with shit.
Yeah.
And you got dirty every once in a while. And you didn't give a crap about washing your hands every single time you went to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Out here, like everybody, I saw some woman get a bunch of hand sanitizer and wash her son's neck with it the other day when I was at the bank. I'm
That
like,
can't be good for him.
the fuck? That kid's going to fucking get hit by lightning.
Yeah.
That kid's definitely.
That can't be good for you.
Yeah.
Just letting that alcohol soak into your skin like that?
Yeah, and just like at a certain point, everything has diminished. What is it called?
Diminishing returns.
Diminishing returns.
Yeah.
It's everything does. It's like, okay, you want to get so clean and everything, then fine. Something small comes along, a breeze with a little bit of cigarette smoke in it, and now your kid can't fucking see for 2 years.
Carlin said some stuff years ago about, you spend so much time washing this and scrubbing that and making sure you're so clean that when something real does come along, your immune system is not going to be prepared for it.
Yeah.
And you're going to die.
Yeah, your immune system's at like a 4-star restaurant or something, dude.
Yeah,
and then
you
some
need
little
to build it
hitchhiker
up.
comes in, you can't fucking handle him.
Right. You got to build it up. You got to
Yeah.
do something to kind of strengthen your immune system somehow. So and go play with some turds every once in a while.
Amen, bro. Look, I'd watch people do it.
You ain't going to do it yourself, though.
Mario made you do it.
Oh yeah, dude. When I was young, they had a kid in my neighborhood who used to make me bury his duty in his yard for him, or I couldn't play with him. And he was a tough kid.
Like beat
man.
the crap out of you?
No, he would shit in his yard, and I had to bury it. And I didn't. I did it, man. I just did it, man. I fucking did it, dude. His mother was a librarian. I thought she was a nice lady. And he died, actually. He drove a bass boat into an embankment in the middle of the night.
Damn.
If we can look that up, Mario Ruffino. And R.I.P. as well, man.
R.I.P.
What's some? I want to know some good tales, man. We have some great video questions that came in for you that we'll get to in a minute. Yeah, I want to know a tale from the. Found it, Chafuncta right there.
There he is, right there.
6-day search, man.
Damn. Chafuncta. What city is it? What town is this in?
That's Covington, Louisiana. And Chafuncta, how it got its name, it's a famous Indian river. A big Indian threw a big rock in there. And that's the sound it made when it went in.
That sounds about right.
It is.
Yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it? By the overpass, man, I knew a fucking kid who jumped off that overpass one time and fucking hit a boat when he fucking went in, dude.
Is that where you're originally from?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Well, then you know the
We all
South.
prayed and we just knew God was going to let his body surface so we could take him out and give him a proper burial and get proper closure. Man. Mario Ruffino, traveling upstream at high speed just after midnight. That'll do it.
Man, what's he doing driving a boat in the dark?
Smashed into the overpass.
Had he been drinking?
I bet he had.
It says Ruffino was last seen at a bar right there.
May have had a beer or two. That's what they put in there. But man, I'll tell you, that boy
Still.
lived at top speed from the moment I ever fucking met him, bro. It was like the whole world was at. I mean, he was just at high speed. That kid.
You know, if you were to ask him right now, he probably ain't got no complaints then.
Oh man, that guy. Yeah, yeah. He didn't. I mean, I guess he didn't believe in plumbing. I fucking remember that. That's for damn sure.
Just piss outside. You know,
Dude, I got this fucking, yeah. We're going to save a lot of money. Mom and Dad, I'm going to have some kid bury our poop.
Oh, that's right. He didn't believe in plumbing.
What's some wild stories that happen out there, man?
Oh man, wild. Like
Or tell me something
Gross, crazy. I got them all. Chicks trying to have sex to pay off their bill.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah, that happens. I never did.
Because you're a handsome guy. I'm sure you go in there and there's the opportunity for sex every now and then.
It's happened. I had a lady in Seattle. She's good looking. It took forever for her to come to the door. I still remember it because she was trying so hard.
Right.
You can tell when somebody's coming on to you, right?
Yeah.
I'm blind and all, but
Yeah.
I'm a dude. So we miss most of those signs all the time.
A lot of times you miss them. But so if you don't miss them, if a regular dude doesn't miss them, it must really be coming strong. That's what I've realized.
Dude, this chick answered the door in a very thin white T-shirt.
Okay.
And that's it.
Wow.
And that T-shirt was just long enough.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And then her stuff was upstairs. So I'll show you, follow me. So I followed her up the stairs, staring at her ass the whole way up. So I could plunge her toilet in 30 seconds and fix it. And then she has me sit there for like 20 minutes, I bet, while she sings karaoke to me on her little private karaoke machine.
No way.
Still in this little T-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
With great big titties.
Damn,
that you can
boy.
see every bit of. She didn't even need to be wearing the T-shirt.
Both at a tit, you could see them?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
the shirt is so thin, you can see right through it.
Oh, yeah.
So, but the point was, I knocked on the door and I got there and I got no answer. And I knocked again. It took her like 5 minutes to come to the door.
And were you getting scared? What do you think she was doing?
I was thinking she wasn't there. I heard her at first. When she first came up, I heard her come to the door. She looked through the peephole. She saw I was an old fat dude, probably, because you don't know what plumber's showing up to your house.
That's true, huh?
So, and then I kept knocking. I'm like, so I called dispatch because at the time,
Was this Roto? You were working on Roto?
Yeah. At the time, this was before cell phones, so all we had was Nextel.
Oh, yeah.
So beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Hey, can you call this customer that I'm here at her house and I've knocked. I hear that she's in there. She ain't answering. Oh, yeah. So they call him. Oh, okay, she's coming to the door. I'm like, cool, thank you. And she answers the door like that. I'm like, now I know what the fuck she was doing. She went and got all ready and put her makeup on and whatever else.
And was she wearing sunglasses or anything?
Nope. She was slightly a little bit on the heavy set side, but good looking.
Yeah, and it's afternoon. Is it morning?
It was morning, probably 10, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Who cares what anybody's body's like in the morning,
Right? South African white chick. So that'll kind of.
She had an accent.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. But still, I'm on the job.
Right, you're professional. Are you wearing a uniform?
Oh, yeah. And at the time, I was single, and still, you don't shit where you eat, no matter what. No, you just. It's only going to
clean shit.
There you go. Or you don't fuck where you clean shit, because that's true too. But I don't know. Something got instilled in me years ago. Don't ever have anything to do with anything with work like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't fuck your clients.
It's gonna. Yeah. And it's still a bad thing, man. Once you put sex into any work equation, it all becomes uncomfortable. That's why me and Nick fucking.
Is that why you guys don't get along?
That's why we go to separate rooms and touch ourselves. No, we've never done anything like that, man, and we never will, Nick.
And that's why it's working so well.
Yep, that's why it works so well, dude. Look, I promise you, the second me and him have any sexual interaction,
it's over.
It is over, bro. It is over, and I think he would agree to that.
Yeah.
So I moved to Washington.
No, so the lady, you're there. You're in the place.
Oh, I that was it.
Oh,
I hate, it's such a, it could have been so.
Karaoke music, though. That's what I mean. What karaoke music was she
she's singing like love songs and stuff and trying to like sell me her voice, basically. And
why was she saying that she used to do music? She considered,
and she was totally into music, and she wanted me to hear her sing. She was trying to get me to nail her on the couch right there.
Wow. And where was the karaoke machine?
This was after unstopping the toilet. I had gone back downstairs to write the invoice. I'm sitting on the couch. She's next to me on the couch.
Oh, yeah.
I've given her the invoice. She's got the checkbook. And instead of writing me the check so I can go to my next job, she spends all this time singing, trying to seduce me, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be cordial. I'm not trying.
And what
look,
song,
lady,
though? What song?
I can't. Yeah, 20 years, man. This is literally 20 years ago, I bet. 15 years ago. I just can't remember.
Was it rap music?
No. I want to say it was like slow, like
put your head on. Yeah,
something something softer than that. Probably.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Sexual Healing, Marvin Gaye.
I think you got it.
Wow.
She was pulling out all the stops to try. I had another lady in the same town grab my junk.
Wow,
and come
really?
in and grab me and kiss me. And I had to literally, I was married at that time. So
You said, hey.
Well, even if I wasn't.
Right.
Get off me, pay me my money, let me go.
Right, let me go.
Mostly I'd be so scared. We're in an age of lawsuits.
Yeah, now we definitely are, though. But 15 years ago, people
I think we still were. And what if it don't work out? Say this girl kisses me and I throw her on the floor and just ravage her and we have a great time.
Yeah.
And then I don't call her back. And now she calls my company and says, he
Oh, yeah.
raped me on the floor or whatever.
Right.
You know, don't even go down that road. Don't even cross
there's
that bridge. So
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, do you ever fantasize about having had a romantic instance, though? About,
obviously the South African one kind of stands out. If I could have gone back now being single, I probably could have taken a run at that and had a good time.
Yeah.
And all would have been fine.
But hey, mate.
Yeah, I don't think they say that in South Africa.
Oh, yeah, that's true, actually, man. I think I need a fucking plumber in my head. What's one of the wildest? Yeah, we got to ask, like, how much shit is out there, really? And how much shit is the middle of the earth just filling up with shit all the time?
Like I say, it all gets processed, cleaned, and then jump back into the ocean.
But the septic box, that thing.
The septic box is even more environmentally friendly.
Wow.
Better for everything. It contains, it decomposes, it leaches clean water out into your yard, and that's why you see those green lines in a lot of people's grass, because that's where the septic tank leach field is.
Okay.
And it makes the grass a little bit greener in those areas.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But
And does it sift the sludge, or just a sludge builds up? Because really, in the end, it's very little solids, right?
right. A perfectly working septic tank, if it is working, it has active live bacteria in it that are constantly breaking down the solid material, separating the solids from liquids. They sell this product called Ridex, but you can use buttermilk. You can use cultured buttermilk or cultured yeast. All these things work to promote the bacterial growth of your septic tank.
Oh, interesting.
Bleach and other chemicals tend to kill the active bacteria that are doing the job.
So you don't want that. So you want those cultures. You want to create. Yeah, you want to have like a little ecosystem going on.
Live bacteria. They're doing the job.
Wow.
My grandma and grandpa they had people coming over to their house, but they lived in the same house for like 25 years. Mm-hmm. And when the guy came, because the law says when you sell a house, you have to have a septic tank pumped, no matter what.
Oh, wow. So that's when you start over.
Yeah. So when the guy came to pump their septic tank after it had been buried for 25 years, he said, it looks like brand new.
Wow.
This didn't need to be done. This tank is working properly.
Dang.
And if they are working properly,
It's a beautiful
true working septic tank will never have to be pumped.
Dang.
No.
Huh. That's amazing, really.
Yeah, it's a completely self-contained system if you do the right things. You can't just ignore it and let it build up. You got to treat it. You got to take care of it. You can't put the wrong things in it.
Now, have you ever had to go looking for something that someone flushed that they needed back? Like a tooth or like a wedding ring?
$20,000 diamond ring.
Really?
At midnight. Yeah.
And were they on drugs or something?
No. It was a lady at an apartment complex. She was the manager of an apartment complex. It was years ago. This was in Alabama. The boss calls me and says, hey, man, this lady, and we know this is one of our clients. They got 1,500 apartments in there. We're going there all the time. Hey, she dropped her wedding ring down the toilet at the office. Can you go get it? So I get there, and she's just bawling, crying. I'm like,
do you hug her, or what do you do? Just go in? You don't hug?
No, I don't hug.
Yeah.
I'm a plumber, man. Nobody wants to touch
fucking
me
crazy,
anyway,
yeah.
man. I got a rotor-rooter.
That's true.
Probably got turds somewhere on me.
Yeah, that's awesome, bro.
So I go in the bathroom,
Awesome.
and I take the toilet off the floor, and I give it a shake, and I can hear it's in there.
Oh.
That's good news, man, because if it makes it down the pipe, I got to send the camera down there, and I got to basically really slowly with the camera until I find it, and then I got to chase something down like a snake with a hook on it to try and get it out.
And that's like an endoscopy almost. How much does that cost? How much is that upcharge when you get that cam out?
It varies by area, obviously. In this area, I think a camera is around $500.
Yeah, I could see that.
So back in the day, this was, like I say, 15 years ago, I want to say we would probably charge her around $200 to do that. Fortunately, I found it in the toilet, so I didn't have to go that route. I had the camera in the truck, but no need busting it out.
Nice.
So I go to shake it, and I'm like, it's in there.
So you shake the toilet, you can hear the pipe, you can hear it rattling.
I can hear the
Right.
ring
Wow, that's
rattling
cool,
around
man.
inside. So I
what
shake
a neat
it.
way to think about it instead of just looking. Yeah. Listen. him first.
It fell out. I got it. Put it on my finger, on my pinky finger. I put the toilet back together, and I go back into the office because it's midnight. She's still waiting for me. I'm like, I couldn't find it. Oh, no. No, I'm kidding. Here it is.
Yeah. Did you get down on one knee?
No.
Oh, man.
Here you go. She gave me a $100 tip.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Because it was an overtime, like midnight thing, I think the bill was probably like $85.
Right.
15 years ago in Alabama.
Yeah.
Here, that same midnight charge would probably be
400.
$400 or $500.
Wow.
Yeah. From a commercial company. For me to come do it, I don't care about overtime or late night or whatever. It's all the same.
Is there anything you notice about people, like just in different areas, going into different areas over time? Like, do you notice any difference in like people in different environments or anything like that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, California is tough.
Yeah.
It's. I hate using the word liberal because I don't really like that word, but
Well, it's very liberal out here.
yeah, it's very. People out here are pussies.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know how else to say it.
There's a lot of labia out here, as I like to say, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of freelance.
The vaginization of California has taken place.
Soft. So soft, man. And that's what makes it tough being here, too. But then there's also a beautiful side to it, too,
man,
because, you know, the weather's so nice. There's so many great people that come here to chase their dreams, to do things.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many types of people. Like, it's tough, but yeah, this shit gets you soft out.
It's tough, but it's also the best. You know, it's the best. It's the best and the worst. You got to take the bad with the good. Yeah, there's that soft side of a lot of people, but also there's tons of good people.
Yeah.
And if you hook up and you meet with the right ones, then you can kind of get set here. So
Yeah.
you know.
The holiday rush is upon us. And if you sell stuff online, then you better get ready. And you better get ready with ShipStation. With more people buying online than ever before in the history of time, you need to be able to get orders out quickly, efficiently, and affordably. But how do you keep track of all of those orders and get them out in time? Well, that is ShipStation. With just a few clicks, you'll be managing orders, printing labels, and getting those products out the door and delivered in time for the holidays. That's right, you can still get them delivered in time for the holidays. No matter where you're selling, Amazon, Etsy, or your own website, ShipStation brings all your orders into one simple interface. Quit going to this and then going to PayPal and printing off the address. That takes forever. ShipStation will handle it. With all of the major carriers, including USPS, FedEx, and UPS, ShipStation lets you compare and choose the best shipping solution for you and your customer. No wonder ShipStation is the number one choice for online sellers. And you can use our offer code, Theo, to get a 60-day free trial. That's 2 months of free, no-hassle, stress-free shipping. Just visit ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type in Theo. That's ShipStation.com. Enter offer code Theo. ShipStation. Make ship happen. Oh, sorry, just shaving my junk. Trying to get that little Christmas tree above my ween, because it's holiday time. That's right, I'm trying to shave a little bit of a plant right up above my jonson. You know, a little bit of gristle-toe. That's Manscaped is what I'm using, guys. I'm manscaping. And support for this past weekend comes from Manscaped, the number one company in men's below-the-belt grooming. You can jingle balls to the walls, fellas. Listen up. Untrimmed pubes are a thing of the past, something you might find in a horse and buggy or a mercantile. It's time to gear up and get yourself the gift of shaving this holiday season. I'm talking about the Manscaped Perfect Package 2.0. Everyone has accidentally nicked their balls or something like that. But you don't want Santa to cut a hole in his sack, do you? Neither do you. That's why the revolutionary company Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. Their Lawnmower 2.0 has proprietary advanced skin-safe technology. So this trimmer won't nick your bag or snag your nuts. It's also waterproof. You can use it in the shower. The perfect package also comes with a Manscaped Boxer Briefs pair that'll keep your junk feeling fresh all day. Tighten your junk up and put it in that fresh sack. 'Tis the season to get the Manscaped Perfect Package 2.0 for yourself, your dad, or your brother. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code Theo at manscaped.com. That's right, get 20% off and free shipping with the code THEO at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping. And use code Theo. Clean up your nuts and make Santa proud this year. When I was young, the plumbers came because my mom had been flushing coffee grounds on the garbage disposal and the little paper thing that was in the coffee pot.
Oh, no.
She'd been like putting that in there just in the morning because it was easy. She was on the go.
Yeah.
And she was like, do not tell the plumbers that I've been doing that or we're going to have to pay and the building won't have to pay.
Right.
And right when the plumbers came in, bro,
It was like,
I was such a rat, dude. I was like, my mom has been flushing coffee grounds and the paper things.
they would have
down
found
the
it.
garbage disposal.
They would have found it anyway.
Fuck, man. I never even told anybody that till just now, man. But I feel so bad if I fucking threw my mom right under the bus, bro.
Did she have to pay?
I don't think she did, man. I think the plumbers knew that, like, she was a single mom and stuff, and we're like, well, you know.
I've done that before, actually, where, so you go to an apartment complex or you go to a rental, a lot of rentals I'd go to where the owner would say, hey, if the customer put something in there that they weren't supposed to, I ain't paying.
Right.
Like tampons or, paper towels was a big one. We get a lot of paper towels out of drains, baby wipes.
Oh, yeah. Baby wipes seem impossible to flush.
They don't break down.
Yeah.
So if they get down there and they get caught on something, they're just going to pack up and other stuff's going to pack up on them. Here's a couple of good tips. For years they would say coffee grounds is okay in the garbage disposal. Eggshells is supposed to be good for it. No. Don't ever put pasta. Don't ever put rice. Don't do eggshells. Don't do coffee grounds. Those are not good for your garbage disposal. They go in the trash or in the compost. Your garbage disposal is for the tiniest little bits or whatever's left on your plate is what your garbage disposal was originally designed to do. Chunk that stuff up, mix it with some water, and send it down.
What about fat? Like if you're cutting the fat off of a chicken, like you getting some chicken pieces?
I mean, if you got
getting the
one or
white
two,
fat off.
get it in there. But
Okay.
don't carve a whole chicken and throw all the extra stuff in your garbage disposal. That's not going to be good for it. You're going to
Okay.
call a plumber.
What about bones?
No.
Okay.
No bones. No. One lady called me because she stopped up her garbage disposal with a whole steak. Because she called.
Almost cute.
Her son was going to come over for dinner. He called. He said he couldn't make it. She got pissed off and she threw the steak down the garbage disposal and it didn't make it.
Oh, and she hadn't cooked it.
No, it was raw.
So yeah, that uncooked meat won't go down, really, huh?
No. Well, no, I mean, it'll chunk up, but once it gets through there, it's just going to pack up.
Right, because it's that weird consistency at that point.
So garbage disposals come in different power. Some of them are really strong.
Yeah.
I went to this frat house in Auburn, Alabama. Tons of frat dudes. And they needed a new garbage disposal. Their older one had taken a crap or whatever.
War Eagle, man.
Yeah, War Eagle. War damn Eagle.
Yeah, my bad, dude. Yeah, you're right.
So I get him this 1 horsepower garbage disposal and I put it in and the head of the frat house is there and he's like, is this a good garbage disposal? Is it strong? And I'm like, they actually advertised this garbage disposal will chew up a beer bottle.
Damn.
And he's like, word? I'm like, yup. And he's like, that's awesome. I'm like, okay, cool. Bye. Give me my money. And I left. Like a week later, I had to go back to that same fraternity house because all the pipes underneath the garbage disposal and the whole main pipe underneath the house was packed full of broken glass.
That's amazing.
Because they had a party that weekend and dudes were going, watch this, and just dropping beer bottle after beer bottle down the sink.
Have you ever Have you ever seen a gas-powered garbage disposal?
No. That'd be pretty cool, though.
It'd be pretty cool, huh?
I think that thing would work. I wouldn't want to connect it to my sewer system, though, because that's just going to send too much nastiness down there, you know.
Now, if you run out of Drano stuff, can you pour gasoline down your drain?
Don't pour Drano down your drain.
Really?
No, man, that stuff's bad.
Is it? I guess, honestly, dude, sometimes when I'm not even feeling good about myself as a person, I'll go get a couple things of Drano and pour it in all the drains in my place.
Why?
I think it just makes me feel like something's being done even though I'm not feeling good.
Do you own the house?
No, it's an
Then
apartment.
fuck it. It ain't your pipes.
Yeah, but I just like, I don't know, something about it's like, oh man, I can't unclog my own life, but I'm going to do my best on these drains right now, you know? I think it's kind of a, anyway.
It's anything with hydrochloric or sulfuric acid. Pipes are not designed to handle that.
Wow.
It might eat through the clog, but whether it does or not, there's going to be some residual acid left in your pipes.
Mm-hmm.
I have grabbed pipes, solid cast iron pipes that people had used Drano on, and I can crush them with my hand because they're so brittle. Or plastic pipes that just have the whole bottom channel where the water runs.
Oh, yeah.
Gone. Just melted away.
Yeah, that's what we had growing up. It would be plastic piping right through some plywood, like right through a hole in a piece of plywood or something.
You think getting a drain is unstopped? Or you think getting a drain unstopped is expensive? Try replacing a pipe.
Yeah, that's
You
when
know?
it gets pricey.
Right. So you want to spend $20 on some Drano to try and save yourself $100 or $200 on a plumber for unstopping your drain? That Drano might cost you thousands in the pipe repair that comes down the road, or the damage that the water leak will cause, because you're not going to notice it right away. It's going to do some wood damage first and some mold and rot.
Fuck, that's crazy, bro. I can't even. Yeah, because I guess I'll stop getting it. And sometimes I get the expensive one, the little gold bottle or whatever.
There's better tricks. Boiling water works really well.
Really?
Yeah. Boiling water with a little bit of vinegar in it keeps your drain smelling good, and it keeps them running clean.
Dude, what's crazy is in the morning when I get up, I get some warm water and put some vinegar in it.
There you go. See, you're already
And
right
drink it
there.
for myself.
Oh, and drink it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a popular thing. We looked that up. Do you mind, Nick?
How's that work?
It works good. I feel like it makes me feel like kind of, I don't want to say fresh, bro, because that's kind of a bitch word to use, but it makes me feel kind of like.
So
a
you're
little bit of vigor.
Massagilling from this side.
Yeah, I'm Massagilling from the top, bro.
All right.
That's that fucking Manson gill.
What's coming up a lot is apple cider vinever.
Yeah, that's the one I
right,
use.
all right.
Yeah, sorry, not straight up like dye your hair vinegar.
Oh, my girl was doing that for a little while.
Yeah.
That and something else. She said it didn't taste very good, but it was supposed to be pretty good for like.
It does
your
not
health.
taste good. Yeah. It does not taste good. I just read on there though that it relieves nighttime leg cramps, which is
Because it has
that's a warm water.
potassium.
Oh, and honey.
Damn, I fucking want some right now, dude. Because I got on these compression socks because my legs hurt. What is the most complicated septic system that exists out there, or the most complicated one that you've ever come upon?
They are not complicated.
They're not.
No, it's hard to find one like that. There are usually the most complicated thing I run into is when people try and they don't know what they're doing. Day before yesterday, for example, I went to a house where the guy called me and said, "This is going to be a big thing, but do what you can." And I go in there, and the plumber couldn't. He wasn't a plumber. The guy couldn't put the toilet pipe in the center of the space where the toilet goes. So he didn't. And he installed it over in the corner, and he put the toilet on a diagonal coming out funny, and it didn't sit right. It didn't look right. It was not proper. Not only that, but he didn't use the right material, so the toilet wasn't even stuck to the floor. It was just kind of
I've been on one of those.
non-functional.
Yeah,
And
it feels risky.
yeah. And as soon as I start moving things and I get in there, I'm like, had this not have taken place in the first place, it would have been so much easier for me to fix. But that I have to undo the problems of somebody else.
Right.
And then recreate from, basically, I got to undo all this before I can go back to the beginning. So when it gets complicated is when somebody tackles a project they probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
They should have just called a plumber in the first place.
Right. So yeah, instead if you get brave ideas to just kind of Lewis and Clark your fucking shit future, change it up and hire somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, it's worth the money. I mean, it's some of these companies, I can't be everywhere, so you're not going to get me. And some of these companies are not very cheap, but it is worth the money. These guys have learned a lot over their however many years it took to be a professional plumber.
What's your company, Brad?
It's called Toilet Champion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You like it? Bro, it's crazy because in my mind, I'm like, this guy is a toilet champion.
Yeah. I won a contest.
You did?
Yeah, it was putting a toilet together. It was a plumbing supply store in Washington was having this contest. They had a shitload, shitloads of toilets in the box. Like everything is in the box that you need to put this toilet together.
Oh, wow.
And the contest, they had a barbecue and everything, and they had like vendors there that were selling tools and stuff like that. And this was the contest. Whoever puts the toilet together in the fastest amount of time, you get a trophy, you get $100, and there was something else involved in it. And I did it in 1:54.
Damn.
Out of the box, fully assembled, no leaks. So I get this little trophy with a dude holding a toilet up over his head,
That's great.
And I'm like, I'm the toilet champion. So
Dude, that's awesome.
it's been the name of my business ever since.
Dude, that's beautiful. And Toilet Champion is based where? It's here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Or a specific area of Los Angeles? Or
I tend not to come into LA too much. I kind of stick more toward the Valley and Thousand Oaks, see me. But
Okay.
I mean, I'll move around where, dude, I went to Cambria a couple of weeks ago and repiped a whole house.
Damn.
That's 4 hours away.
Wow. So you'll do some adventures, you'll do some stuff.
Sure.
Let's the Toilet Champion, bro. That's fucking great,
ToiletChampion.com, man. It's its own website and
I
stuff.
love it. We got a question right here from a guy who has a beard. Now, can you cut your
There
hair
it
and
is.
flush it down the pipe?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't do it in like large quantities at once, but I mean, little bits, it'll go through fine.
Have you ever found something in a pipe that you thought this person could be a murderer doing something dangerous? Like some bonage or anything like that?
I found a baby in a pipe once.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
A baby what?
A baby human.
Oh, damn.
That was a pretty sad day. I had to call the police though.
You did?
Yeah. So she miscarried. He beat the crap out of her.
Oh.
She miscarried, flushed it. So it wasn't a very large. It was just barely bigger than the size of your hand or so. But fortunately for her, their sewer line was already stopped up. So when she flushed it down, it didn't go all the way. And a couple of days later, they had called Roto-Rooter. And when I got there and undid the cap out in the front yard, the baby came out.
Oh.
And I'm looking, I had to look at it for a couple of minutes because I've seen so many rats in pipes.
Right.
So
yeah.
a rat that has been drowned it will lose all its fur, and it'll also be white and very small and have bones. So you got to kind of look it over. It was not dissimilar from that, minus the tail and all that, but it was definitely a human baby.
Wow.
And I'm like, ugh. So
And what do you do? Did you feel something like spiritually at that point at all? Or did
yeah, I felt horrible. I didn't know what was really going on at the time. I think I was like 21 or 22. I was very young. So I picked up the Nextel and I called my boss. Hey, Lamar, man, a baby came floating out of this drain. What do I do? I'm way out in the country, out in the middle of nowhere, And he goes, you pack up your shit, get in the truck, and leave right now. Don't unstop that drain. Don't do nothing. So I did. I packed up. I didn't even talk to the lady. I just loaded up my stuff and drove away. They called the police. The police showed up. They did their thing. The guy went to jail for beating the crap out of the lady.
Oh.
So at least that happened. So
Right.
sad story and all that, but at least
yeah,
it's
if you don't get
some
called, you
small
don't go
semblance
there.
of justice.
Maybe they don't find out.
Right. And maybe he continues beating the crap out of her. So
It's funny. It's almost like a little bit of a euphemism for life. It's like you think you can put everything hide everything inside of yourself or in the, in the drains, in our emotional drains or in the ground or wherever, but it all comes to the surface.
eventually it's all going to pop out. You can't hide it forever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
R.I.P., man. It's so sad, dude. What kind of baby? Was it a boy or girl? Do you know?
I couldn't tell. It was, like I say, it was so small.
small.
And it had been in there for a while, so it was already starting to kind of, and it wasn't fully developed and all that. So,
Right.
Yeah.
That's sad, man. That drain baby. And it was Alabama?
That was in Alabama, yeah. I found an alarm clock in the toilet. I found an Elmo in the toilet.
I could understand that, dude. You're late for work or you're not late for work.
That was
Fuck
exactly
thing.
it. The alarm clock went off. Dude threw it that way, and it went right down the toilet. He's like, shit.
And he was right. This past weekend is brought to you by Skillshare. There's someone that you love that's struggling with inability. Or not inability, but hell, they don't have a skill. Well, we got a guy on here today that has a skill. He's a plumber. And look at how well he's doing. Skillshare is a supporter of this past weekend. It's an online learning community for creators, with more than 25,000 classes in design, business, and more. You'll discover countless ways to fuel your curiosity, career, and creativity. Take classes in social media, mobile photography, marketing, even illustration. Are you a freelancer? Well, you can be. Just get a skill. Try bookkeeping for freelancers. How to handle your finances. One of our most popular courses. One of their most popular. Join the millions of students already learning on Skillshare today with a special offer just for TPW listeners. Get 2 months of Skillshare for free. That's right, Skillshare is offering this past weekend listeners 2 months of unlimited access to over 25,000 classes. That's everything. Just go to Skillshare.com/Theo Von. That's right, go to Skillshare.com/Theo Von to start your 2 months now. Man, I keep forgetting to send one of these to my friend who just had a new baby boy. I got to mail out a Ridge wallet to him so he can save money because he's going to need it taking care of that little one. That's right, the Ridge wallet helps you carry what you need every day. It'll streamline how you carry cash and cards in their flagship wallet. Instead of carrying that big lump of dunk in your back, looking like you got bad plumbing in your pants, now you can get that front pocket carry. And also, this thing is made out of titanium specialty metals. We're talking military grade, like carbon fiber. It's proven to be bulletproof, waterproof, and chainsaw proof. Though I never recommend you take a chainsaw to your money. The Ridge is so confident you'll enjoy their product, they've made it as simple as possible. And free shipping so you can get it fast. Free returns in case you don't like it. You don't like it, you don't keep it. And if you do like it, there's a lifetime guarantee. There's over 30,000 5-star reviews, so they've got a lot to be confident about. See exactly how it works by going to ridge.com/Theo. That's ridge.com/THEO and use code Theo for 10% off. And Corey Huff, I promise I'll be sending you yours soon, brother. I'm so sorry. I know that that you've had that little baby for a while now. The link is in the description. That's ridge.com/Theo for that front pocket carry. Let's go to this video question that came in right here.
What up, pimps? I was wondering if it's true they call the day after Thanksgiving Brown Friday in the plumbing world.
They really
Let
do.
your boy know. Gang, gang.
Gang, bro. They do?
Busiest plumbing day of the year for service plumbers.
And that's just based on sheer volume of feces?
I mean, it's just called Brown Friday. To be honest, it's mostly kitchen sinks.
Yeah,
Garbage
all the stuff.
disposals. Potato peels. 80% of it's going to be potato peels in the garbage disposal. You got a big Thanksgiving dinner. You just peeled 20 potatoes. They all went down the drain. They didn't go very far.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Potato peels, they just have that same consistency.
And they
It's like a
just
little
stick on
layer of
each other.
skin they can just gather up.
Yep. So, they call it, he's right, though. They do call it Brown Friday, man. One year I did 14 service calls in one day, the day after Thanksgiving.
And is it mostly shit related, or is it like a mix of things? You said a lot of it's food.
Like I say, out of those 14 service calls, I think 12 of them were kitchen sinks. So it's just food particles and everything. And the other 2 are main lines.
And do you go to places where sometimes people are embarrassed? Like they'll like come in, but they'll never even look you in the eyes. It's over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, not only that.
People have a lot of shame around feces and around shit.
So it went beyond that because several years after quitting with Roto-Rooter, I started working for one of the largest luxury hotels in the world.
Wow.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say who it is.
Oh, you're certainly allowed.
Oh,
we have
Four
insurance
Seasons.
now.
Four Seasons in
Okay.
Seattle. So
Yeah.
I'm working for Four Seasons in Seattle, and those toilets stop up just like any other toilet. But these people are fancy, and they don't want to interact with the common folk who is coming to unstop their toilet.
Yeah, the plumber's a strange guy to them.
Well,
Who's
I
this
actually
creep
work
coming in
for
here?
the Four Seasons.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I was
For a
maintenance
specific
man.
one or for like kind of an area?
Eventually, I worked for 3.
Okay.
But one at a time. I worked Four Seasons Seattle for 3 years as their overnight maintenance. So it wasn't just plumbing I was doing. Drywall repair and painting and all this other, whatever needed to be done, including, all the building maintenance and handling guest room calls. So yeah, most of the time, if a guest were to call with a stopped up toilet, that guest would not be in the room.
Wow.
They'd just dip out, let you fix it. They don't want to,
Yeah.
you already got to smell their shit. They don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
For the most part. There was some small occasions where they would be in there and they would just be it's in there.
Right.
Yeah, lady, I know where the bathroom is. I work here.
Have you ever had anybody like put on a mask or something so they don't see? Like, because
No.
people have so much shame surrounding like body, activity and stuff.
They do, but no. I had one lady.
Or anybody hiding behind their hand or anything, like anything that's.
No. I had one lady open the door with the robe, and the robe was open.
Oh, yeah.
So, just everything was showing.
Damn, nice looking or not?
Yeah, real nice looking.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to lose my job.
Right.
I can't come in. I'm sorry.
Wow.
She's like, no, it's okay. Come on in. And I'm like, no, I can't. Her husband pops around from the corner, and he's like, yeah, it's okay. Come on in. I'm like, no, it's not okay.
Yeah, like surprise me with a man. That ain't gonna help.
No. Y'all trying to invite me in here for some freaky stuff? I ain't down. Let me fix your toilet.
Have you ever had anybody offer you? Yeah, just straight up point blank. Here's a couple $100. Watch me bone Rhonda or whatever. Like watch us do something.
Man, I
Wow.
might get down on that. But no, I never had
don't
that.
have
offer. I mean, if I just got to stand there and watch.
Not yet.
No.
It'll come, man. I'll tell you this, man. When you guys hire the toilet champion, you throw in $300, he'll watch you guys bone for a half hour. That's for damn sure. Look, man, I guarantee you somebody will hire you now to come do it.
Hey, man, money is money. You're going to pay me $300.
Well, look, take
I
a
ain't got to
break.
do no hard work. I just got to stand there and watch.
Frank, it's still plumbing you're watching, bro.
That's right. Somebody's laying pipe.
Get that half a sandwich, dog. Here comes a white guy with a question. Ooh, from Seattle, from your old stomping
I'll be down.
grounds.
You got a nice hat on.
And I will say before I play this one, we got more questions for you than we have in a long time for a guest, but like 2/3 of them were, have you ever had sex on the job? Did anybody ask you to clean your pipes? A lot of that type stuff. It was,
Yeah, a lot of euphemisms.
Oh, yeah.
We covered that pretty in depth.
What's happening, Theo? Ryan from Ohio. Just wanted to ask Super Mario there if he, when he's cleaning out toilets, cleaning a real nasty drain, does he glove up the hands or does he go in raw? I used to work with this cat in Pittsburgh. He's from Pittsburgh. Just thought I'd throw that in there. From Pittsburgh. He, we worked on the river together on the boats, and anytime he was cleaning a shower, cleaning the toilet, he never gloved up the hands. I always called him nasty. He said it was because he used to be a plumber, and, all plumbers did that. I just wanted to know if Super Mario there did that, and he'll probably try to lie to you and say he didn't because you got him on the spot right now, so just don't shake his hand when he goes to leave. Gang, gang.
Gang, gang, brother. Thank you. Ryan, was that Ryan from Ohio?
Yep, Ryan Boyer.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Boyer. I appreciate it. That's a good question.
It is. First 4 or 5 years, no gloves.
Raw dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my toilet champion.
and still, if I don't have gloves, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, if I have them, I'll use them. But if not, I know how to wash my hands.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to stick my hands in my face or on my eyes or shake hands with people or anything.
Yeah, it's work.
But here's the other thing. I went to cooking school for a year. So that was an everyday, 4 hours a day thing. And the biggest thing that they teach you in cooking school is to wash your hands and such good cleanliness habits with your hands. So I can understand the difference. You know what I'm saying? That it's okay to stick your hands in poop. If you know you're going to wash your hands before you shake somebody else's hand or, stick it in your mouth or whatever. But No worries. I don't care. I
Yeah,
put my hands on turds before.
you got good hand etiquette.
Yeah.
You got hand plans. You have plans for your
I'm
hands.
not trying to touch food right after cleaning out somebody's toilet.
Yeah.
I'll probably wash my hands 3 or 4 times before I do that.
Yeah, you ain't going to clean out a shitter and then fucking polish off a thing of deviled eggs immediately.
Most likely not.
Yeah.
But back in the day, I did.
Hey, man.
In the first 5 years, I'd go unstop somebody's thing and then go eat lunch without washing my hands.
Hell yeah,
So
bro.
I didn't know any better. I was a kid, so...
Yeah, and at that time, it's wild how when you're young, you could spare a couple of years. You're like, oh, I get lymphoma, I get, carcinogen or whatever. I'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? I'll fucking lose a limb. I'll sprout another. When you're young, you have that in your head.
Invincibility attitude,
Yes.
yeah.
You're like, oh, whatever, dude. I'll fucking have I'll have a couple spare ribs and fucking half a turd for lunch, bro.
Now I got to be careful when I get out of bed because it's a ways down,
What do we have, Nick? Let's get to a video question.
We actually had
That was a great question by that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have just assumed yes, they do wear gloves, so that's very interesting. We actually had a message from someone you might know. It's a voice memo, actually, not a video. So let's hear this.
What's the biggest turd you've ever seen while plumbing?
That's my father.
Is it really?
Yeah, I know that guy's voice.
Wow, that's like Luke, I am your father. That was like very Star Warsy in it.
Should we, hit
I know
it again?
I know his voice.
Yeah, one more time. Let's hear it.
What's the biggest turd you've ever seen while plumbing?
Oh, that's awesome, man.
It has to be the one I was talking about earlier, the lady with the baseball poops.
Yeah, there's Colin Ryan. That's what they call it.
It's great.
Thank you, bro.
That's great.
It just came into my brain, man.
I'm going to have to get a hold of my friend in Alabama and tell him that. He'll laugh. He'll remember.
Buy him a Houston jersey, dude. That's what you got to do.
Colin Ryan.
Dude, this Thigh Young Award winners. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, I mean... Yeah, that was the biggest one, wow, plumbing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was walking down the streets of Seattle 10 years ago. I was plumbing a building, actually, and we were just taking it because we were commercial plumbers doing high-rise buildings and kind of got out of that turd chasing business. That's what they call rotor-rooter men, turd chasers.
Turd chasers, yeah.
So I got into the new construction, high-rise, clean pipe, no more dirty hands.
Right.
And we were walking downtown Seattle, headed to Whole Foods like we did every day to have our 10 o'clock morning, 15-minute break. And we passed, I kid you not, a 1-foot turd.
Oh, wow.
In diameter, it was a pile of poop.
Shit squatch, huh? That's
Foot
insane.
in diameter.
Jesus. And where'd they get it from? You think it came directly out of a body? You think it was a group of people?
No, this is a
that
human
shit
turd. One
consecutively?
human turd.
Oh, wow. One
and it
piece.
was just kind of like one of these, kind of soft serve deal.
Yeah.
That's a thing, though. That's a homeless thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you knew that or not. Homeless in major cities shit on the sidewalks on purpose.
Oh, yeah. I knew that.
It's like they're fuck you to society or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not uncommon to see a big turd. And I almost think like they're kicking back like, hey, I got a 3-day turd built up.
Yeah.
I got to go find a sidewalk,
Yeah.
And then we'll kick back and watch all these people walk past it.
Oh, I bet, bro. It's got to be. And honestly, you can't fucking find entertainment. like
Nah,
that.
come on, man. That's free entertainment.
That's amazing. Imagine laying just a real snake in the basket heater across the way.
Yeah.
And then you and your buddy crack open a couple natty lights.
And sit over in
living
the
off
corner and
government
watch.
And fucking watch a fucking fireworks.
I saw that in Hollywood like 2 months ago.
Oh,
and
dude.
people had stepped in it. So there was like foot tracks going away
yeah.
from it. It was crazy.
That's insane. It's interesting too because at a certain point with bodily functions, we become almost like animals in a way. It's like we mark our territory. Dude, when I was young, I used to be real scared and I would urinate in places in my bedroom.
All right.
And I think in hindsight, I never really knew why I did it, but I think I was like scared that something was going to come get me.
Yeah.
So I would mark my territory. I don't think it was a choice that I was making. I felt like it was a not involuntary reaction, but just something that was more on the animalistic DNA of me,
Did you ever outgrow that?
Yes, I did.
Well, I have not yet.
Really? Wow. You'll just do it sometimes.
I get in trouble with my girl and my fiance a lot for peeing in inappropriate areas.
Wow. That's interesting. Do you think that's any reason why you got into plumbing?
No, But I'm drinking sometimes comes into play with the peeing on the floor or whatever. On an ironing board in a hotel room or something. Or
that's fun.
You never know. Yeah, I mean,
so you'll do some wild pissing,
but also more to your point, like you're saying, kind of. Every time I move into a new place, I gotta pee on it.
Yeah,
in somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna pee on that house somewhere. I don't know why. I just have to.
Dude, my buddy's dad, when I was growing up, used to get on the roof sometime when he'd been drinking, and he'd let us watch him piss down the chimney. Dude.
Down the chimney to come inside,
and then mom, they wouldn't know. We'd sneak up, and then the mom would fucking get so mad.
Oh yeah, yeah. They just get. They just can't understand why you can't go use the toilet.
Yeah.
Well, because I don't have to.
Yeah, because I don't have to.
I don't have to.
Dude, you can pee. You're supposed to pee in the toilet, but you can also pee wherever you want.
Exactly. Wherever you want. In a suitcase, on an ironing board. What?
Do you feel like it's territorial for you?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope. I don't know if I'll grow out of it. I don't care if I do or not, really. It's not really the only bad vibe I get from it is from my fiance. Yeah, she's not comfortable with it.
Well, look, dude, that's when you break out that trophy and say, "Hey, lady,
I am the toilet champion."
I mean, look, dude, and the toilet champion's gonna do what the toilet champion is gonna do.
I need to get a belt too,
dude. You really do, man. I'm not joking, bro.
I probably could
get one of the kids when you go into the house and they're in there. That's awesome that your dad called in, because we didn't know that he was going to call in, right, Nick?
Right. I just recognized the last name.
Yeah, Laskoski was on the lineup of just people that had called.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. That's cool. Did you and your father ever work together?
No. Yes and no. Not really. So I'd have to say no. I got a job working at the same company as him, but for a very brief period of time. We weren't doing the same thing. We weren't even working in the same area, but it was only an in-between until I could. Construction plumbers get laid off from time to time. You know, you hit a big job or whatever, or a high-rise building. When that building is over, a lot of those plumbers are going to go on unemployment.
I see.
That seems to be the way of it, and I don't like to sit still.
Yeah.
So my old man had a company he was working for, and they'll hire anybody. They don't care. It's barely better than minimum wage, but it's money.
Wow.
So I went and worked for him for like a couple of months. But like I say, him and I never really. Him and I do different things. He's a painter. So.
And you guys, it must be pretty close. So if he called in, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I mean. Since we've become adults, we're best friends. He's my best guy friend, I think.
Wow.
My fiance is probably my best real friend.
And your dad is a pretty hard worker himself?
Oh, yeah. He's 62, 63, been working his whole life. So,
that's cool.
Instilled some good values, I would say.
Yeah, it sounds like it, man. How do you get so for the young plumbers out there and plumbers apprentices and, young men that are like, well, what do I do? Is there a way out through that business? How did you... tell me how to get that those young men can get from starting working from a company with a Roto-Root or a commercial group, some outfit like that, how they can get to that next level of being now a toilet champion,
or self-sufficient.
Or self-sufficient. Yeah, because there's pride in that. There's even though there's other expenses that come in, it's nice to be able to have something that feels like yours, to piss in your own fucking yard,
Hey, make no mistake. I got to work hard for it, and I'm always out there hustling still.
Yeah.
I mean, I've not hit easy street by any means.
Oh, and there never really is. The more work you bring on or create or that you're a part of, the more work there is.
Yeah.
It's like
growth begets growth.
And it's a blessing and a curse. There's a law of diminishing returns. It's like it's great, but it's different.
Yeah. So to answer that, I would say to start, and if you're in your own, pride, I want to say pride in your own abilities or your own work ethic. How hard I work and how I want it to look is what drives people paying me. Mm-hmm. They pay me because what I put in looks good and it works. Mm-hmm. I don't charge a fortune, but I'm not the cheapest out there either. Mm-hmm. I pick what works price-wise for me, and I try to be as completely open and fair with my customers as I possibly can be. And that seems to work well whether you're doing plumbing or carpentry or,
Yeah.
treat people right, treat them honestly, don't rob them, and you'll get customers for life.
Yeah.
I've got people that call me from 5, 6, some 10 years ago. Hey, you still in Seattle? I got some plumbing. Nah, I'm sorry, man, But they'll hold on to your number forever if you did them right.
That's so true.
Yeah.
You save it in there. Yeah. Brad, plumbing.
If you're to ask how to succeed by yourself, treat people right and don't rob them. And that'll you'll be fine. What commercial plumbing companies are charging, I understand the overhead and the expenses and the insurance and everything else and advertising and all that. But it's still, the owner is making money for doing very little.
Right.
It
feels egregious.
It's a little too far.
So at some point you got out though. You started to do your own thing. What'd you do? You started an LLC. You started to do.
I have an LLC, yeah.
Right. And then you started advertising. How did you go about that? I'm just trying to get some of these young guys who may be curious about that sort of stuff, how to get out of somebody else's toilet. You know?
And get into their own or hoist up their own.
And fucking at least pretend yours is a bird bath for a little while.
Craigslist was a good way to start. That's how I got my start. There's a couple other avenues like Angie's List, and there's a couple other apps that you can use that will send you work, but you have to pay for it. So Thumbtack, Angie's List, there's a couple of others that will give you job leads. But if you were to accept those job leads, they can be quite expensive, and all they are is leads.
Right.
So if the customer decides not to go with your price, then you're out that money.
You're still paying for that lead.
Yeah, and that bill started getting so expensive that it wasn't worth it for the return I was getting out of the jobs that would hire me.
I see.
So it ended up being, a guy needs a new water heater, for example. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I can put in a water heater way cheaper than they can put in a water heater. But it cost me $100 just to tell that guy that. And what if I tell him and he decides to go with somebody else? I'm still out that $100.
Yeah.
So I gave up on all those. They are an option. If you're small time, really small time, and you're only doing the minimum bids, then it's probably not going to be too expensive. But if you're out there and you're trying to make it a business, Craigslist works pretty well because it's $5 per post, and that's not very expensive. And you get one job and you got your return on that.
Yep.
And word of mouth, I think, is probably my best.
Amen.
That seems to work better than anything. And I've been here a few years, so I have enough built up now that I rarely do, but I do post every once in a while on Craigslist. Matter of fact, that's how Johnny found me.
Oh, really? And Gianni, everybody knows, is the beautiful little twink. And I'm not sure he's a twink, but he is a nice young man who's on a new. He's an actor, and he's going to be on a new television show called, what is it?
He was just in the sixth season of Power.
Power.
Yeah.
He was just in the sixth season of Power, but he has a new show that he's taping right now that we can't talk about.
Yeah.
But we just did. So
we don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, but also we have insurance. So it's nice, man.
Come at us, G.
Bro, yeah.
At us.
Using this insurance, honey.
Hey, if I'm paying for it.
Have you ever seen kids, like I knew we'd go over to these kids' house and sometimes they would flush the toilet, obviously, and then use it as like a little bit of like a pool or something for one of their kids.
Oh, yeah.
You see that a lot?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Kids, oh, man.
Kids will swim in whatever.
Yeah, in the toilet.
Bro, we had this one kid, Small Allen, and he could fucking literally, bro, go all the way under the water and hold his breath, man.
In the toilet.
Yeah.
That's gross.
It was beautiful, I thought at the time. But yeah, now in hindsight as an adult, if I saw him in there, I'd be like, get the fuck out of there, Allen.
Let's see. Yeah, overflowed upstairs tub on purpose.
Yeah, the tub was that big toilet.
That's a big one to see happen a lot.
Or bobbing for apples. People ever do anything like that? Have you ever seen any crazy, somebody, a lot of tits? You have to pee? Oh, go pee.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude. Don't pee in here.
No. I got to mark my territory somewhere, though.
Just mark it in the bathroom across the hall. There's a key right on there, and Nick will get it for you. Today's episode is brought to you by Toilet Champion. Get that shitter, baby. You feel me? Oh, man. All right, we got a couple more questions for you that have come in here from listeners, man, and then we're gonna get you on your way, man.
This guy's just trying not to get a bid. It's a very specific question for him, but
Hey, Theo, man. This is JD. I'm out of Pittsburgh, Kansas, and I see you're getting on with the plumber, so I got a plumbing question for you. When I turn my bathroom sink on, it just can't keep up. The drain, it gets full, and I can't leave it running, you know? So I'd like to ask the plumber, what should I do about that? Gang.
Gang, bruh. Thank you. Bradley, was that his name?
It was JD.
Sorry. JD, Bradley.
I'm Bradley.
Right. But still not summer. I was trying to convince myself that. Thanks, JD. That's a good question, man. That's a really good question. So, yeah, he's in there in the morning. He gets it going. And then he's like, oh, shit, I'm trying to shave and stuff. Now I got to wait and let it go down. What's going on there, Brad?
That's happened to every like college house I've ever been in, and like almost immediately, and then you just live with it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, such a simple fix, too.
Really? Yeah. I love this. I love this question, JD.
5-minute fix. He's back in business. He can either grab that stopper and pull it straight out, but sometimes they're connected to a rod that's behind the pipe. He has to reach behind there and undo that nut, pull the rod out, and then he can pull the stopper out. And there'll be so much gunk and hair and nastiness on the bottom side of that stopper. You throw that in the trash, put the stopper back in, slide the rod back in, and tighten that little nut that holds it in place. You're good to go.
So what's going on there is the problem is if he pulls the stopper up, it won't come all the way up, right? That's the issue.
Well, the pipe is like this, right? And there's a rod into the pipe, and the stopper is connected to that rod. That way you can't pull it out.
Right.
So and that little nut, you just it's finger tight usually. 90% of the time it's finger tight.
Wow.
And you just undo it, pull that rod out to release that stopper and pull it out. Clean it all off. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll clean it all off and put the rod back in without the stopper, and then just drop the stopper in. So it's free floating. You can use it as a stopper. It still works, but if you want to take it out, you can't.
More manageable. Wow. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you, JD. That's a great question, and I hope that's a fix for you, my friend, and I appreciate you calling in and leaving. That's a great one. And also, I was thinking about, the reason why you're here today. We thought about, like, we just wanted to have, like, just more just people in the world, like, it's just more fun sometimes to talk to somebody that, not having to talk to, like, celebrity or try to get celebrity. Just,
sure.
It's fun to just, I don't know.
Celebrity life is a little different for sure.
Yeah, and we're just glad you're here today. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
And what I want to say is, so you talked about putting an ad even on Craigslist every now and then.
Yeah.
And that's how we found you.
Yeah.
Like our idea was just, we want to have somebody on. We want a plumber. Yeah, let's do it. We're trying to get an illegal alien to come on.
Nice.
So we're like, we want a plumber. So we go on Craigslist to look. And because you put your ad out there, you are searching for business. You are doing your job.
Sure.
Then that's how we found you, right, Nick?
Yeah, and we were just talking about like Toilet Champion, at least website traffic. Maybe it's not local people who can actually hire you, but it's going to blow up. And I bet you'll get some TPW fans in the Valley hitting you up.
I'm hoping.
Dude, I'll drive out there and shit and call you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm fired up now. That's so cool, man. But just the way that you put yourself out there and work hard, man, and that's how we're here today, because you don't put that ad out, we don't even know about you.
Right.
And this has been an amazing it's been an amazing time, dude.
It was fun.
Just learning about it.
So real quick, I got I told Nick this story. You got to hear it, man.
Okay.
It is the funniest thing that has happened to me in plumbing.
Right? It's worth it. I wanted to introduce it, but I didn't want to step on it, so I'm glad you said something.
All right.
Awesome.
So I transferred from Roto-Rooter, Alabama to Roto-Rooter, Tacoma.
Okay, and this is the Toilet Champion story.
No.
Okay.
I told you that one. That was just putting the toilet together and winning a trophy and $100.
Right. Okay. So I shouldn't have interrupted you.
I moved, like I said, transferred. I'm working for Roto-Rooter in Tacoma, and we get a new dispatcher. And the new dispatcher that gets hired is going to come on ride along with somebody.
Excellent.
So she can kind of learn, or he can kind of learn what we do in the field.
Experience.
Yeah. So this girl, Nikki, she comes with me. And we go,
She sounds cute. Is she cute?
Yeah, she was cute enough.
Yeah,
she's cute enough. Great big old boobs on her.
Oh, both of them, bro.
Yeah, they were both big. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love that. You don't always get that, dude. Yeah, sometimes you get that fucking, that lazy Susan,
So anyway, we go on, 2, 3, 4 service calls or whatever it was, go eat lunch. So I have kind of a rare form of colitis, and my stomach can just blow up at any time.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, it sucks. It's weird too.
The
'cause I'm a
irony,
plumber,
yeah.
you would think. But in all the years, even with bad guts and all that stuff, I've never used a customer's toilet because that to me is just bad etiquette.
Yeah.
I'm here to fix it. I'm not here to use it.
Yeah.
But this instance, I had to use it, but I couldn't because everything in the house was completely stopped up. Their toilets were full of water. Their tubs were full of water. Everything they needed, their main sewer line unstopped. And I cannot hold this anymore.
You got that boy on, huh?
I got to shit something fierce.
I know when I really have to, and my eyebrows will start shaking. That's when I can't take it anymore.
I start sweating.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's about to
gonna
happen.
find its way out of your body.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what can I do? I jumped into the back of my Roto-Rooter van. I grabbed a bucket and I shat very explosively and very loud with her sitting in the passenger seat.
No way. Nikki with them tits?
Smelling and hearing every bit of what was going on.
Did you tell her first?
I said, I'm really sorry. I don't know what. She's like, just do it. And she's got the windows rolled down. You could tell she's not happy about it, but she suffered through it. She said, the worst part was the people still had the plumbing problem. So after I finished blowing up that bucket, I had to leave it there and go fix these people's plumbing for another 30 minutes, leaving her with the bucket of shit.
In the car?
She got out for most of it and just kind of hung out outside.
Oh, you got to get out and get on your phone or something. There's a bucket of shit in the car.
So I finish, I get the drain unstopped and everything else. I get back to her, rinse out the bucket and clean it all out and everything. And we drive all the way back to the Roto-Rooter office in silence.
Yeah.
Just not speaking to each other.
Oh, but so much chatter going on in y'all's heads, man.
We ended up living together for 3 years.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she was my girlfriend for a long time.
Praise
after that.
God, brother. That is fucking like Miracle on 34th Street, man.
Obviously, she didn't mind the smell of my shit that bad.
Wow, guys. So you want to talk about how to meet a lady? Man, that's crazy how the vulnerability of something brings people together.
Right?
It really does,
I
man.
mean, could I have been more vulnerable in that situation?
Yeah.
I'm almost in tears. Like, I'm so sorry I have to do this.
Oh.
But,
And what did you tell her to look the other way? Was there any rules you gave her?
well,
Because I would.
in a service van, you got that bulkhead wall right behind the
yeah.
seats.
Right.
So I mean, it's a steel wall, but there's holes through it.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's facing forward. She can't see. She can hear everything that's going on.
Sound like gunshots.
She could probably taste. She could probably damn near taste everything that's going on.
Man, bro, you're crazy, man.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Dude, you got to do what you got to do. You're crazy, man, but you're the best, dude. That's awesome. You've been a plumber for how long, Brad?
I started when I was 20. I'm 43.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You look like Daniel, too, from our cartoons, doesn't he, a little bit?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Do you look like this kid I grew up with named Daniel, dude, who ironically used to drink off the hose. He would put the hose in his mouth, bro. He'd put the hose in his mouth and then have you turn it on, even if it had been sitting there all winter and take that first